Hello, Internet, and welcome. My chair's in the wrong spot, too far away from my damn desk. Welcome to another episode of the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet. Here on Game Nights, I'm your host and your Dungeon Master, Van, and we're here to play some goddamn Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm so excited. I've been missing my friends and I've been missing this game, and now we're gonna do it again. We're gonna start a whole new adventure today, and I'm really excited. It's called Xanthoria. It's the highest level adventure in Candlekeep Mysteries because these motherfuckers leveled up to 16 last time. So we're gonna get up to some crazy shenanigans, but not before we have a little interlude of everyone returning to school, and not before I tell you a little bit about what we got going on the channel this week. All of our socials are down below our faces. They're also in chat right now. You can click on them. Join our Discord, go subscribe to our YouTube, and you can watch the just hellish amount of content that we put on the internet every week. It's great, and you should go watch it. You can watch all the previous episodes of this show and all the other stuff that we do. Our next live stream after this is going to be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. For our Scum and Villainy game that Val runs, our little Neon Souls mini-series. We were playing Star Wars 5e. We said, fuck that. We're going to play Forge in the Dark instead. So we're playing Scum and Villainy now, and it's really fun. I'm there, Rach is there, Val runs it, and Sita also plays with us. So come join us for that, because I don't imagine we have that many episodes left.
If I'm keeping to 10, yes. If y'all don't tie me to my chair
We'll
and force me to
see.
run 40 more sessions of this.
We'll see what happens, but you're gonna have to tune in to find
No
out. And
promises.
we've got other streams throughout the week. Red Jenny, we play Dragon Age on Mondays. We do this on Tuesdays. Scum and Villainy every other Wednesday, and then also Blades in the Dark with a lot of friendly faces from here as well. Sid's over there with us on Saturday afternoons. We do a lot of crime. This is really the only one where we're not doing crime. Not real. This is the only one where we're not actively doing crime, and some crimes are still being committed. And we'll see what we get up to today. I'm gonna let my friends introduce themselves, tell you who they are, where you can find them on the internet, and who they are playing today, starting as always with Sid.
Hey, I'm Christina Sid. I keep saying, as part of my spiel, you can find me on the internet at Greek Sid. You can. I don't really know what you're gonna get out of the experience, because I'm never there, but you can, if you so wish. I'm here Mondays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays. As for this evening, I will be playing Giselle Wintersweet. She is our party tabaxi rogue lock with a pretty necklace.
With a pretty necklace and a pretty patron. Next up is Rach.
Hi. I, like Sid, am on the internet at Rachel Elizabeth, Rachel Elizabeth between the 7S, but if you go to those places, you're not going to find much because I'm bad at posting on social media, but you can look at some sick ass pictures from like 2016, probably. I don't know. I don't know what's out there. That's on you. And today I am playing Sereia Bale, the Water Genasi Circle of Wildfire Druid.
And next up we have Val.
Hello, everybody. I'm Val. I'm the Kraken's Crown, lurking around the internet. I'm here a few days a week playing running games. Van already talked about. I run our game of Scum and Villainy. I go through four different rule systems before I get land on that one every time. Tomorrow, so be there. And then I also run Hearts of Stone, our Blades in the Dark game on Saturdays, and on Mondays our game of Red Jenny, which we just had a session of last night playing the Dragon Age TTRPG. That's me. Tonight I'm going to be playing La Justicia, who is a artificer.
And finally we have Wally.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Wally, if I'm buying best friend on the internet. You can find me at WALLE132, just like the Key Diddy Robot. Yeah, you can find me on the internets because I'm an absolute menace on the internets. So yeah, follow me on that website and watch me talk about what my hyper focuses are. You can also find me here playing games every Monday and Tuesday. You can find me in a bunch of other places, so follow me to find out what I'm doing. But today I am playing Damian, a bard, a College of Swords bard who is powered by anime and a song in his heart.
And we love them all dearly. Are y'all ready to get started? Okay. We return to the campus of Strixhaven, the most magical university in the lands, and the only one that all four of you attend. I was gonna say that all four of you got into, but I meant like that all of you got into it, not that it was the only school that you got into. So I got halfway through it and I was like, oh, that sounds mean. The only one that all four of you special friends are attending. You're coming back on the heels of a grand adventure into the Honorok Desert, in which you followed in the footsteps of legendary adventurer Alcazar, who we talked about like once at the very beginning and then completely ignored his wonderful historical presence. But that's okay. He seemed like kind of a goober. And that's fine. Yeah, you defeated the Dracolich Zixokrishka, who was lying in wait for someone to finally open the vault where Prince Hamukai of the Necropolis of Azamar laid sort of to rest, guarding a nether scroll. You did it. You fought her. It was badass. You beat her. And you managed to wish Prince Hamukai back to life. Kind of. Maybe. Who knows? And it was very exciting. He, unfortunately, refused to turn over a literal nether scroll to a bunch of college students, which I feel like you all should have seen coming.
I'm offended.
Well, he's a prince, so he doesn't care.
Look,
was
you
worth a try.
never know. You never
know.
know.
He lives in Elysium now.
Maybe he was a really irresponsible 1,000-year-old prince.
Maybe.
But
Maybe
did
he was
get
a
our
troublemaker
permission
when he
slip.
was our age, and he was like, "Hey,
Yeah,
you know what? You guys could fuck some shit up with this."
all you have to go on is folk tales and some murals that you found vaguely creepy.
Well, I have his journal, so
You do?
And we got a permission slip
Murals
signed.
that were
Yes.
a punk by his friends, by
Yeah.
the way.
They were that one was a prank. The rest are legit, but that last set was a fun Netherese prank.
goofing on
because
us.
just because you can literally see into the weave and manipulate the source of magic doesn't mean you can't also do pranks, you guys. Come on. And yeah, as Val and Wally have said, you got your forms signed proving you went on the adventure, which I
That
guess
was
you
an awkward
had
situation right
the
there.
whole time. I'm pretty sure I didn't give you those, but I'm not one to turn down world building. And those
Circle of truth, the zone of truth us. We
There you
totally had this thousands and thousands of year old
Called
persons trying
improv,
it.
Van.
I just said it was good.
It's a collaborative game.
I know. I said I'm not going to turn down fun world building. Why are you yelling at me?
I don't know.
Okay. How many Red Bulls did you have today?
It's like that. It's like that new girl
Not
bit.
enough.
It's like that new girl bit where Jess is like, "You're yelling things at me, but they're really nice things. I don't know how to handle this."
And I don't know how to handle anything anymore. I'm 32 years old and I've stopped trying to understand. And
That's
I
the
just
best. That's
float
the best way to
along.
do it. Quite
That's what
honestly.
you're supposed to do. Yeah.
I'm dancing through. I'm doing a Fiero. I'm just dancing through life. I know somebody gets that reference. Chat, hit me with your favorite Wicked song. But he couldn't give you another scroll, but you did sign your permission slip, and as well I mentioned, Damian is now in possession of the handwritten memoirs of Prince Hamukai of Azamar, which is pretty... Did you just say the one about gravity? Do you not even know what it's called?
Oh wait, that's John Mayer. Never mind.
No.
No,
Defying
that's
gravity?
Defying
Defying
gravity.
gravity?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay,
kick you
we're
out of this
stop the
damn
stream.
call.
We have to make Val listen to the entire Wicked soundtrack.
Jesus. Dancing through life. And now you got Hamukai's great book, and now you got to go back to school and take some tests.
Fuck.
Because guess what, bitches? It's midterms.
Ooh,
I wish I had
Great, this adversariable.
I should have queued up like a thunderclap or like a lightning strike sound effect for me to say it's midterms. Just like
I'll put a soundboard on your Christmas list.
you shouldn't.
do we really need him with that?
I'm
much
gonna tell you
power?
this: I will love and cherish a soundboard until the day I die. Should I have?
No, you shouldn't.
Me
You're
with
the
a
last
soundboard
person.
is like you guys with a nether scroll.
Bring the chaos.
All right.
I'm buying you one if nobody else does.
I
I'm
would
starting a GoFundMe for Van's
love
soundboard.
you forever.
I will buy you.
I want a
sound-
roadcaster so bad. But that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're doing Dungeons and Dragons. So you're back at school. You have, I would say, very little time to prepare for this midterm exam. But before we get to that, is there anything in the days leading up to this and the fact that you know Tom Bodette is going to have something else for you to do immediately after midterms?
But he left the light on for us.
He did leave a
Oh
light on
my
for you.
god.
I have to say it every time, okay?
His office light is always on. And, yeah, I don't know. I love Tom Bodette. I don't know about human Tom Bodette, but
He's actually not bad. No, I checked after
did you check?
we
I
added
always,
him to this
no,
game.
Tom Bodette is legit one of those people that I'm always worried. It's like, yo, you seem like a really cool white dude, but I'm worried that you
He seems
probably
fine.
said some shit.
I
in the
checked.
past.
I haven't
Okay.
checked in about a year,
Cool.
but as of last year, he's chill. So
all right, we'll do somebody do a checkup on Tom Bodette, make sure he's still okay. And then make sure that he's okay. We're always asking, has anybody asked?
he's still
how
on
Tom
wait,
Bodette
don't
is?
tell me. So I know he's alive. So
good.
yeah.
I have two questions. One is how many days do we have before?
I'm gonna say 3.
3. Okay. My second is I have a roll I have to make.
Okay, what is it for?
It's for the wish spell.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah.
We were gonna do that up top. So Val/Law was the one that actually channeled the wish spell to be able to preserve Hamokai and bring him back to actual life and have him not decay away once the seals were broken. So you've got a roll. I don't remember what the roll is. I remember
It's a
what it does.
percentile, right?
Is it
Yeah, it's a
percentile?
D100, and I think it's a 30% chance.
Okay, let's find out. Okay, okay. The stress of casting a spell to produce any effect other than duplicating another spell weakens you. Okay. Each time you cast a spell until you finish a long rest, you take 1d10 necrotic damage per level of the spell. Oh, it's the very last line, of course. There's a 33% chance you're unable to cast a wish ever again. Okay.
So you gotta get 34 or higher.
Yeah, you want to go high or you want to go low? I'll let you choose.
I'm going high. So 30,
High?
33 or lower is bad.
Yes, 34 or higher is good. Are you rolling in D&D Beyond?
Yep.
Make it
Keeping
to
it.
where I can see your damn rolls. Hang on.
All the wishes
Alright.
that I want to be able to make in the future.
So you want
We've got 3 in a ring, so
Yeah, we do.
a... Just go to the log. Yeah, there we go. All right, so you want a 34 to 100. We're going to do this on D&D Beyond, so if there are ones and zeros involved, we don't have to argue for 10 minutes about how D100s work.
All right. Okay, I'm good.
What you
Woo!
got? 76.
76.
That is
That's
much
not
higher than
bad.
34.
I saw it spun for so long
Did
on
load
my
for
screen.
quite a while.
that's
Yeah.
painful.
Okay,
That is,
so
yeah.
you can cast the wish spell again. All
Cool.
of the other stuff does still come into effect.
We're gonna have to carry Law out of here.
Which I think the rest of it goes away after a long rest.
Yeah, let me see.
We're
Each
just
time-
camp out.
Okay, yeah. Each time you cast a spell until you finish a long rest, you take 1d10 necrotic damage per level of that spell. Damage cannot be reduced or prevented in any way. In addition, your
My
strength
strength.
drops to... Okay, it's the
It's the
strength
one thing.
thing.
For 2d4 days.
Yeah. Okay, so roll me 2d4.
So you're just gonna sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll low, please. That's 5.
Okay, so 5 days. For each of those days, so your strength drops to 3. For 5 days. For each of those days you spend resting and doing nothing other than light activity, your remaining recovery time decreases by 2 days.
Okay.
Okay, so if you do
So-
2 days of rest, it will basically reduce itself out, right?
Yes.
You rest 1 day, reduces by, so that
My
becomes
question-
3. Another one reduces by 2. Yeah, 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you did nothing for 2 days,
Does studying count as light activity?
it depends on your approach to studying.
The
Reading
real question is whether
books.
Law is capable of resting for like doing nothing but resting
Yeah.
for 5 days.
Giselle
That's
takes
up to
out
you.
I was
manacles.
gonna say they will if we make them.
Yeah.
It is up to
Y'all
you.
will have to force Law into staying in their room on their hammock.
Charm
We've
person.
all gotta,
Got
we've
it.
all gotta, what do you call it? Study anyway. So
I
we
feel like we
just-
100%
Like,
had a study group.
No, I've got
just for
the
this reason.
Dutch is just going to carry me around. It'll be fine. I've got projects I need to do. I need to go talk to Grayson. It'll be fine. Just
Soraya
Law.
and Giselle break into Law's room, steal all of their tools and every
Yeah.
piece of scrap and everything that they can tinker with and
I forgot-
hide it, and we'll
I
give
forgot
it
to
back in
mention,
2 days.
8
I have
hours
glyphs-
later.
8
I have
hours
glyphs
later.
of warding all over my room.
You sure don't, buddy.
I will. Okay, yeah. Law will try to do as little physical activity.
Oh no!
as possible.
Everyone
no,
is.
yeah.
It's. We have to. This is
a group
cram
effort.
time.
This
We
is
have
a
3
group
days to
effort.
cram, so we are all cramming in Law's room so that they're not allowed to do anything but lie in bed and read
Yeah.
books.
Okay.
This is the worst.
Is there anything you guys want to do before you study for the exams?
I do need to check in with Grayson.
Right.
Because I need to
We
know.
We
No.
will
Grayson,
bring
to your
Grayson to
room.
your room.
I need to know if I have any commissions that I have to deal with.
Those can wait until after exam.
Oh, okay. In that case, if we're doing a study group thing, Damian will invite everyone to his room to study.
Okay.
When you guys get there, because I actually want to use my spell now.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah. When you
Wally
guys
was
get
like,
there,
I picked a new spell, and it's going to be a secret until I absolutely need it. It's going to be incredible. Literally 5 minutes in.
Look,
I have a
You can
spell I
say-
want to use, and it was
Listen,
a secret. Now
you
that
can say
I'm
this
out.
about
Look,
me.
I love
Listen.
you can say this about me. I'm
Listen.
impatient.
Same, buddy.
Go
so
for
when
it.
you open the door, like you're expecting to, when you open the door, you expect to like see the inside of Damian's room. But as soon as you guys open the door, you open the door into this gigantic, beautiful foyer of a mansion. And as you guys walk down the hallways into this mansion, you see like these gigantic portraits on the walls of each one of you, but it's like looks like these like commissioned portraits, like some like professional artist painted them. You see a picture of Sereia recreating the birth of Aphrodite with like 2 little fire spirits holding up the scarves. You see Giselle.
That is
Really?
a scandalous portrait.
Law like
I-
stops in front of that picture for a while and just like,
Love Aphrodite. She naked, boy. She naked.
She's wearing clothes, but she's doing the pose.
Okay. I've been watching way too much
Okay.
anime because I immediately thought you were going to be like, yeah, 2 fire sprites holding up her titties.
yeah.
I've been watching
Look,
Record of
Soraya would
Ragnarok.
not be offended if there was a naked picture of her on the wall. She would be flattered.
Soraya
The-
has no, like, she doesn't...
Soraya
She
has
has no qualms.
absolutely
She
no
didn't
shame.
She didn't experience original sin.
The picture of Giselle is a picture of like Queen Elizabeth, like that picture of Queen Elizabeth where she's holding the little like globe in her hand, but it's Giselle like dressed to the nines, looking like royalty, and in her hand she has like this little little orb that has the sign that says like "totally not stolen" written on it.
I love it.
And Law's picture is a picture of, it's not like on the wall, but when you look up, it's like you cast your eyes up and it's like this big part of the ceiling, and you see the birth of man picture where Law is on one side pointing down at Dutch, who's pointing up at him. And when you guys get out of the hallway, they're in this large rotunda before you guys get to like the main living area. You see this statue of Willoughby in the middle of the rotunda. and he's holding his little like sword down on the ground, holding it up, and he has a shield on his back, and he's just looking up to the sky, and on it says, "Don't forget to study."
Law weeps.
Yeah, because I wanted to cast Magnificent Mansion.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
It's very good.
Okay, so we're definitely studying in here. Can we get the carpet to just like haul Law in here?
Yeah, Law just is on the carpet for the.
You're allowed to like walk around.
Yeah, you're
if
allowed to
you
walk
so
around.
choose.
Yeah.
It's
No,
a
I'm
light
full on.
activity.
I've
But
got a
are
little
they
bowl-
going to?
I've got a little bowl of grapes. I'm just like flying around on the carpet, lying on there, eating grapes while I like read a manual. or something.
There is a part in like the little area that we set up for like the study area. There is a corner that says Law's Corner that is just a gigantic beanbag chair and noise canceling like little headphones, so you could just shut yourself out to the world.
I love it.
Okay. You guys want to get straight into studying?
Let's study. Look, we're gonna study, I'm gonna make it nice.
I love it. All right, I'm going to remind you of the rules.
Dear Harsam, if you could have me and my friends ace this test, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. In Chaos's name, thank you.
She's still workshopping the prayers a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I like it. I think that's fun. All right, I'll remind you guys of how this works because it's been a while.
Yeah.
Since we had to do this. So we're in the studying phase of exams. Each character that studies for the upcoming exam must succeed on an ability check of their choice justified by their method of studying. The DC for these is 15, so not outrageous. If you make a successful studying check, you get one free reroll during the testing phase. A couple of modifiers to that. Studying together, which you are doing, group studying, gives everyone that participates in the group study session advantage on their study check. If you pull an all-nighter, you will get, if you succeed on your study check, you get 2 rerolls to use during the test rather than 1. But you gain a level of exhaustion that takes effect at the start of the day of the exam and cannot be removed until the exam is over. So, you get 2 rerolls. You have disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure is what the first level of exhaustion does.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I'm right.
Yeah, disadvantage on ability checks. Yep.
Mhm.
Yup.
So, you can pull an all-nighter. Studying together, you guys are already doing, so you will get advantage on your study check. And the method of studying is up to you guys. So, you get to choose the ability that you're using to study. You just have to tell me why it makes sense.
And it has to like relate to like what exactly we're studying for the final exam for, right?
Yeah, I should tell you what the exams are.
That was my next question.
So you have 2 exams going on right now. The first is Ancient Magical Histories, a dive into the histories and political landscapes of ancient magic users. Let's just start with that one. We'll do the second one as its own thing.
Okay. So these aren't for the specific classes that we create. So like we all have our extra classes, but these are classes that we're all taking together.
Yes, yeah. I didn't want to do a bunch of doing a bunch of individual ones for a bunch of individual classes is a lot of work, so I'm just sort of paring it down into the classes that you guys would be taking together.
Cool.
Got it.
Because otherwise we'd be doing like 8 different
Billion.
exams.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of rolling dice to see how well you do on a test.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
So
Law's
yeah,
really
ancient
good at
magical histories.
history, so I think we'll probably try to help anyone that needs assistance with it. But yeah, it is mostly just I think laying on their carpet or in their beanbag chair, just like, no, you got it wrong. This happened first, and then this, and then that.
Okay, so you can make a history check with advantage.
Sure. Well, with advantage, I got a nat 1 and a 7, so it's an 18.
18 succeeds.
It's about ancient histories, right?
Ancient histories. A dive into the histories and political landscapes of ancient magic users.
Okay.
It's almost thematically appropriate.
I would like to make a survival roll.
Okay.
But I am basing it on the fact because I would like to focus not on just the history of the people, but the history of how they were able to survive in a desert climate and are able to thrive in it after I myself have experienced walking through the desert and learning how to survive and talking to people, learning about their survival and society living in the desert.
Okay. The walk a mile in your shoes approach.
Yeah.
I like it and will allow it. Survival check with
Dope.
advantage.
Dope. Ooh, with advantage, dope. That is a 27.
It's
26.
that also succeeds. Okay, that's 2.
Everything that I'm good at is more aimed toward taking a test and duping a teacher into thinking I know more than I do. Actually studying will be more difficult. So I think we're just gonna go with a straight investigation, pouring through a shit ton of books.
Okay, I think that makes perfect sense. The OG study roll.
OG study roll.
Investigation with advantage.
Okay. Okay, let me add this up.
Okay. It's either going to be extremely low or
Yeah,
just
I-
astronomically high.
No, it's bad. Okay. The roll is 15.
15 is the DC.
Okay. I have a I have a 6 and a 5.
Okay.
And I roll a +8, which I believe my 6 would give me a 14.
I have a question.
Sure.
That
I can use
unless
my
you have something
talisman.
else.
I do.
Yeah,
I can use my talisman,
yeah.
which
So-
lets me add a d4, and
I was
it
gonna
doesn't
ask-
matter what I roll because I just need 1.
I was gonna ask about resources and stuff that we can use, like PC Creep, to help. Like, is that gonna be over the course of like studying through exams, or like, because I have my Flash of Genius where I can just like add +6 to people's rolls. But I figured it's a little broken if I just have all of them all the time.
Yeah, I'm going to call this sort of exam phase. So over the course of 2 study sessions and 2 exams, resources are not going to reset.
Okay.
Because you're right, I
Um,
think that's a lot.
Is it
Okay.
better? How many times can you use that?
5.
Okay.
Then you're
go for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will roll.
Since you're
it
only
just
one
random.
away, because I
Yeah,
have a
it doesn't
+6 bonus that I can give to people 6 times. So
Yeah,
I
yeah, so-
figured I'll
And
save
also,
that.
I can give someone bardic inspiration too.
Would
So-
guidance be usable in this kind of a situation?
I don't see
Or
why
could we
not.
use, would that be cheating in exams, but not cheating during
I don't
studying?
I don't think it's cheating during studying because no one's
Okay.
there to witness it. I think if you were to try to do it during an exam, it might constitute cheating.
That is fair.
That's
Okay.
fair.
I
Can I be a
will.
guidance
the
now?
talisman.
And
Yeah.
Sure.
So if you don't want to waste one of your charges, I could give you guidance,
Yeah,
which is
'cause
just
guidance
a
is a
D4.
cantrip.
yeah,
I'll just
since
Yeah.
and that way you have all of them for the exams in case
Yeah.
you need to use them.
In case you need
Cool,
them.
cool.
So I can just pop you a guidance. Notice
Whose
you're
D4 do
rubbing
you
your
want
temples.
to use?
I will
rubbing
use
your
yours as it
temples.
is a cantrip. Yes.
You guys have so much shit to be able to help each other. It's really
Yeah.
fun.
I'm just assuming that the
Sereia
difficulties.
just is like sitting across the table from Giselle and just sees Giselle take like her little thumb claws and just press them into her temple. And Sereia just
The
goes,
migraine stance.
I'm just assuming that the difficulties for the actual exams are going to be pretty crazy. So I'm trying to.
yeah.
That is fair. And that was 2 shit-tastic rolls. Okay, let's get those out. Shake them out. Shake them out.
But you've done it. You've succeeded.
I did. I got 16 because I rolled a 2.
16 is enough.
Listen, yeah.
Sorry, what you got?
Sereia, since she grew up in a political landscape, so she has lots of insight into that. In studying this, like she can relate watching, her parents navigate those kinds of things. I would like to make an insight roll.
I think that's fair. These are 4 very good arguments. With advantage.
It's a 17.
That is enough. Okay, so you all succeed on your
I saw-
studying.
That other number with the advantage was a 2, so that would not have succeeded.
Let's get those out now. Okay, so everybody, each of you has 1 free reroll of one of your dice during the testing phase.
Dope.
As a reminder of how tests are going to work. Everyone is going to have to make 2 separate ability checks. These I have decided upon that correspond specifically with the content of the exam. So you guys are welcome to guess as to what these will be. So you'll do 2 rolls, right? They're going to be ability checks. So standard D20 ability checks. You have 1 reroll that you can use. You cannot use student die or anything like that during the exam, because these are the exams that give you student dice. The only other mechanic that comes into play during the test is if you want to cheat. If you want to cheat, the DC is the same, but you will be replacing the 2 ability checks you have to make for the exam. You'll make a deception check and a sleight of hand check. Those will replace the ability checks of the actual exam. You cannot use rerolls from the studying phase to cheat. So you have
get
to
1 check with those, or potentially advantage on a legit.
So it's 2 checks either way.
Yeah.
But going in that cheating is going to be deception and sleight of hand.
Got it.
So
In other words, Giselle's gonna cheat. Got it. Okay.
if you fail, now I remind
It
you,
depends. It depends on the ability checks. I'm just saying.
for tests, if you succeed on both rolls, you ace the test. If you succeed on 1 roll, you pass the test. If you fail on both, you fail the test, and then you have to do tutoring and stuff like that. With cheating, if you fail one of them, you get caught. You fail.
Got it.
You have to succeed on both of the checks for cheating. And you suffer the same failure conditions as someone who failed the exam with the associated ability checks, although there may be other disciplinary action taken at the exam proctor's discretion.
I can't imagine it's going to look good on us if we
Yeah.
skipped 2 years and then come in and get caught cheating. So
So,
please don't get
there you go.
caught cheating.
You got 2 rolls with 1 reroll.
Deception and sleight of hand are 2 of my highest stats. I have a plus 18 to sleight of hand.
Okay, so you guys can decide what you want to do. You make your way to class, having studied together. No one pulled an all-nighter, so no exhaustion or anything like that. This is 3 days later, unless there's anything you guys want to do in the interim while you are studying.
Once my lethargy is Law's probably working on some stuff, but we can deal with that. I think that's for after exams.
Yeah, so it'd be 2 days of rest, so the final day you would be good. But you can wait. I'll give you guys a little bit of time between this one and the next one. So yeah, you make your way in for your exam in Ancient Magical Histories. I didn't decide who's gonna give this test. It's Scrimmit, probably.
Shit. I was gonna say the only way I would feel bad about cheating is if Scrimmit was the
I
proctor.
think he's
Damn
giving
it!
this test just because he knows the most history, because he's been alive for like 900 years.
True.
And
It's his history.
It is his history.
It is, yeah.
And
We
your
read his
rolls,
biography for class.
Oh yeah, but the roles for Ancient Magical Histories are going to be Insight and Intimidation.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
what?
Okay.
Cheating
Okay.
is deception and sleight of hand. And I need you to declare beforehand if you're cheating.
I'm not gonna cheat.
I am not going to cheat, although it's really tempting.
I'm
Do
not
we
going to because
know-
my skills aren't much better on those. So
Do we know what the DC is to pass?
No.
Got it.
It's been a while since you guys have been in school. It's been a while since you took a test. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Law looks at the questions and like, the fuck is this?
Okay.
I gotta be sneaky about it. I can't just be like, oh, history test, everybody roll history. These were thought out beforehand.
I don't still have my wings of the monarch, right?
No, you don't.
Okay,
That campaign
got it.
is over.
Okay, just need to make sure.
It's gone. Those
I'm
do
s-
leave you when you leave the Feywild.
I'm very
Yeah.
sorry, friends, but I have to cheat. I'm
We all judge
fucked
you.
We don't judge
otherwise.
you. We don't judge you if you cheat.
No, I
I mean,
judge
you don't have to tell your friends you're cheating. You just have to tell me. If you roll high
I'm
enough, they won't know.
not cheating, friends.
Okay, Giselle, you're not cheating.
All right, Giselle's cheating. Is anyone else cheating?
Nope.
Okay, insight and intimidation.
Everybody roll me either an intimidation or a deception check.
I will roll intimidation. Do we know? Do we get to know ahead of time what the DC
Ooh.
is?
I've already answered that question, and the answer
Oh.
is no.
Okay, got it. Yeah. All right.
I'm happy with this roll.
I'm just gonna write it down.
24
not.
deception.
I got a 18 insight, or no, intimidation.
Intimidation.
Sorry.
Got a 16.
I got a
Intimidation.
19.
Yes.
I got a 19 intimidation.
How many flashes of genius can I use per test?
You can use however many you want. You're just
But they just don't refresh.
not until the end of the last exam. The second exam. There's only two.
I've still got another check. And this one I have a +5 to, so don't waste one on me. if
And
that's
don't
what you're
forget, you
thinking.
guys all have one reroll.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Yeah, I don't
Except
think I
me.
rolled pretty well. I
Except
rolled
Giselle,
above
'cause she's cheating.
average on this, so I don't think I want to use my reroll. I only get 6 flashes of genius. You got a 16.
I'll
Damian,
take
you
the
got a
loss on this one.
16, 19.
Giselle got a 24.
Yeah, I'm not worrying about Giselle. She's cheating.
She's cheating. I love
uh,
that Giselle's cheating. It makes me happy. I don't know.
Dude,
why.
I couldn't. There was no way with those
I have
two.
a +1 to intimidation.
Oh, insight's gonna be worse. I have +0 for insight, so it's just
I,
way
I,
better.
I have +5 inside. I'm lucky I'm a bard.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a flash of genius on Sereia.
I said no.
I said yes. You. It doesn't have to be a willing
I
creature.
said
What
no.
does that add?
Plus
I
6.
reject it.
Plus
22.
6.
Okay. What would you get?
18.
Okay. First section of the test is done. That's the multiple choice. Now you get into the short answer and essay portion of the exam. Again, coming up with these is hard because I want it to be like you want it to be something that makes some sort of sense, but I also didn't want to just be using the same stat over and over again because if they were all just like intelligence based, then it's like, well, somebody's gonna be
Shit.
really good at that.
I would have loved that. I have proficiency in all of them and a +6 intelligence.
Maybe you'll
please.
do better on the next one, but I
I
can't.
hope so.
Well, it's out here yelling, I have a 5th level intellect. I don't need this.
Well, I was like, why am I even here? Who needs a degree?
Okay.
I was invited to Mensa.
Get out.
Get the fuck out.
I'm a genius.
The fuck out. All right, so
I'm
the
a
next
lyrical
one,
genius.
Elementor has me on speed dial.
Giselle, you will make a sleight of hand check for me. Everybody else will make an insight check.
God.
Okay, we ball. Okay, if I use my reroll, do I have to take the second result?
Yes.
Fuck.
Well, I don't remember how I
You
rolled
still
it
add your
before.
flashes to the second roll?
I could. I
I'm
rolled an
gonna say
11.
because it's specifically a re-roll and not give yourself. I'm gonna say yeah. You have to take the second.
Excuse me while I sit here for a second.
This perpetually becomes the most stressful part of the game, and I don't understand it. It's
I
really
feel
fun to
bad.
me.
I feel bad saying what I got when people are struggling.
It's a million. We know you rolled a million. Go for it.
We know you rolled a 40, Giselle.
33.
Oh.
I am going to write an anonymous note to.
You.
You don't know?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, someone just
Do you see
DM'd an inspiration.
It's for
There we go.
It's for law. Thank you.
Oh, good. I complained enough, and the chat's helping me. Thank you.
There we go.
So
I was gonna say, wait, could I use my hold on, how many channel points do I have?
no,
Too many.
you're not allowed to redeem things for games you're in. This is a GGK rule.
What
I
does the
know.
inspiration give me?
A reroll.
I need an alt account.
Okay. I will use.
So a second.
Yeah,
Reroll.
and now, is that going to be a reroll where, again, I have to take the second result?
Inspiration is like advantage, right?
Yeah.
You get to take the higher.
I just don't know how mean Van's going to be to me right now.
I'm gonna say because chat bought it, that one will be like an advantage.
Okay. I'm going to use, for right
But
now.
only because it was chat. When I say reroll, I mean reroll. Keep the second one.
Okay. For right now, I'm going to use the studying reroll
Okay.
first.
Okay.
I rolled the same fucking
Oh
thing.
my.
Oh
I want to roll the.
So the studying ones don't roll past this event. So it's
yeah,
worth
which I
using.
needed to use it. So, beep. Thank you. I'm gonna use the chat.
Beep, beep.
one.
Thanks, babe.
That's a 10. So fuck me.
no!
I'm gonna use my flash of genius to make it a 17, and hopefully we'll
Yeah,
see.
hope for the best.
17 total.
Yep.
God, this is so stressful. What the fuck?
Fuck me.
It's just a
Why am
little
I more
math. It's
stressed?
just a little math.
Well,
It's not math. It's history.
I told you not to waste that flash of genius, because on this one, you girl crit. I got 25.
God.
Oof. It's fine. I got 4 left. for
I
the
got a
next
19.
test, so. Fuck.
Thank you for not failing me, little die.
All right. So Giselle got a 24 and a 33. Soraya
33.
got it. And
I
there-
have plus 18 to
I
love you.
sleight of hand.
So
love you,
the
Sid.
order I put you in on my paper is very funny because it was just random, but it is in descending order. So you got
With
Giselle.
these rules, testing benefits rogues the best. And honestly,
yeah,
I'm
cheating.
offended. This is
Duh.
classist.
I didn't write the rules. Take it up with Chris fucking Perkins.
I'm gonna fucking DM him right now.
I'm certain you'll love it.
Bet you
Giselle
won't.
got a 24 and a 33, which means she aced the exam.
Yes.
Soraya got a 22 and a 25, which means she aced the exam. Damian got 2 19s, which means he aced the exam.
Yes.
Law, 18 and a 17, which means they passed
18.
the exam at a DC of 18 for this one.
Okay.
That was really stressful. Not
was
knowing the DC going in
extremely
was really stressful.
Fucking
I
stressful.
Didn't make the DC that high for this one because it's been a while,
it
and
was-
also
it
it's a
was-
history test, so you know
it was one part the fact that we didn't know the DC and the fact that we are having to make rolls we normally don't make, which made it even better.
Yes.
Yeah.
The rage so
Yeah.
hard right now.
you
This
passed.
wasn't a history check in the history exam.
Can
There was-
I
Complain
make a
to scrim it.
deception
You
check
mute
to
yourself,
make
take
sure?
2 deep breaths, and check your attitude, Val.
You can say
Can I
whatever
make
you
a
want about me.
deception check to make sure that my friends do not realize that I cheated?
Yeah, sure. Make a deception check. Everybody else roll insight.
Please. Come on, crit.
Here, I'll roll this one a D&D Beyond.
That's a 19 for a 29.
I'm not gonna notice it. Damian believes too highly of Giselle.
He
Roll
showed them.
2.
Giselle could tell Damian that she
Yes.
has a business element, and he will say, "Okay, but what color can
Hold
I
on,
paint
what's
it later?"
Dutch's?
Oh,
You're not bringing Dutch to the
no,
exam.
Dutch isn't in the exam. Dutch does not get to participate in
I'm
the
rolling for
exams.
Dutch anyway.
Dutch isn't in the room.
Dutch got a 5. Doesn't realize it anyway.
Dutch
Fine.
doesn't realize it because Dutch is in your fucking dorm room. Simmer down,
I got
Val.
an 18.
No one notices.
Giselle
my-
knows though, and Giselle feels a little bad.
All right. We're gonna do this one more
She
time.
admits it on her deathbed.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
need a drink before the second exam.
Oh no!
You guys want to do a little, so like any kind of like scenes or anything in between, and then we'll get to the next exam, or do you want to just rush the second exam and then do stuff after?
Do you have a few days between the exams?
You
Or-
have 2 more days.
I'm gonna do something that just makes everyone feel super guilty.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
About what? Doing good on a test?
We didn't do anything wrong.
You did good on the test too. You passed it.
You can tell me how much this might cost Law to do. But once Law recovers enough to start working on like some of the commissions that
Yes,
Grayson,
you're good at this point now that the strength score is back.
everyone wakes up to find a care package at the door of their rooms. Law wants to make some like spell scrolls or healing items, as long as like maybe like a plushie or something, like going back to like our initial like beginning of Strixhaven, but they're all Willoughby plushies that all do the the study or go to class sound.
Oh.
And as well as just like some snacks and stuff too, and just drops at everybody's rooms to help them and a bottle of wine with a note that says break in case of emergencies.
I'm gonna get Rob to record the fucking
Go to class.
Go to class.
That's why we need to get you a soundboard.
You can just play it.
So for the crafting, like I
Giselle
have the
squeezes
ability,
it and sheds a little tear, missing her kukulvaya.
I have with magic item adept, I can make common or uncommon items in a quarter of the time with half as much gold. So things like that, just to help out.
So I'm thinking of I think what you're thinking of is the cuddly Strixhaven mascot.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are common.
Mhm.
Generally, what they would do is, well, they do have a thing where you can attach them to you, which is really funny. What they would normally do is if you make a saving throw to avoid or end a frightened condition, you can give yourself advantage.
Okay.
Are you wanting them to do something different than that, like healing?
Yeah, I think a little healing thing would be cool if we could make
Say-
that work.
Yeah.
You can cast Healing Word on yourself using Law's spellcasting ability modifier once per
Cool.
long rest.
Yo.
So 2d4 plus, what's your
6.
6? 2d4 plus 6. Once per
Nice.
long rest. And everybody gets a bottle of wine. What do you want, like throw some little potions in there or something?
Yeah, I was thinking some potions.
Potions, we'll say. What does the pennant do? We'll just say. Everybody gets a little plushie. Everybody gets a regular healing potion. Everybody gets a bottle of wine. And you can recreate bottles of boundless coffee if you want.
Yes, I would absolutely love to.
I don't think we talked about this being a thing you can buy in the store.
No.
Strixhaven.
And I will just
Endless
buy
coffee.
those. I will buy those if I have to, but I will make them if I have
It's
time.
they're also common. Metal bottle that carries delicious warm coffee. The bottle comes with a stopper, which is attached to the bottle by a little chain. Even when open, the bottle won't accept any liquid other than the coffee it produces, and the coffee inside is always comfortably warm, and none of the heat can be felt through the bottle. Each time you drink the coffee, you roll a d20, and on a 1, it won't dispense coffee for the next hour. It just is a bottle that makes coffee.
I love that.
That's
yeah,
amazing.
definitely
That is
picks
fantastic. I
up.
wish I had that.
Maybe with everything else, probably doesn't have. I don't know if you have time. If Law has time to make it, but we'll pick some of those up from the store. Again, just getting like a little care package together for everyone.
Yeah,
I
so
am
the
adding this to my
bottles-
backpack. I don't care.
So I'm gonna
Dang,
cut
that's so
the.
cute.
I'll cut the prices down. So the mascots will
Exams.
be 50 a piece.
Okay, so it's 150.
The Boshin 25.
Okay,
Regular potion of healing.
I have a
50.
suggestion. I still have 6 bottles of elven wine from something we did. I think we stole them from Murgatroyd's basement. You don't have to buy the wine. You could just get
Oh,
them from
those are all-
Sereia.
Okay, I get Soraya's help to make
Okay,
the.
with the wine. And then
You just show up
the-
and be like, I need those bottles of wine.
The bottles of coffee, I think they will probably, you get a discount in the student store probably, so those will also be 50 a piece.
Okay, so 300 gold total.
I think so. I think that's fair.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take 300 gold from my inventory. I've got
And just like
plenty.
some snacks and stuff.
Yeah, throws those into. Just again, wanted to give everybody a little care package because they took care of Law while they were weakened.
That's very sweet.
And drops those all off at everybody's dorms.
And if anybody cares, those are $100 or 100 gold bottles of wine.
That's expensive
a
wine.
piece. It's nice wine that we stole from Murgatroyd's basement. I'm pretty sure.
$100 bottle of wine.
Law will like we're putting those in. I'm getting Sereia to put those in. It's like, can we just like save a couple of those for like afterwards? Like it just the
Oh,
other
I still
three
have
just-
2.
All right, perfect.
I mean, if you want one in your, are you making yourself a care package?
No, that seemed weird to make myself a care package.
You should make yourself one too.
Okay, I'll make myself one though.
Oh, you take care of everybody else. You should also be taking care of yourself.
I'll
It's
add
kind of
another
im-
100 gold to that.
It's kind of important.
that's I forget about myself sometimes.
That's what I'm here for.
All right. So everybody's got a plushie and a potion and a nice bottle of wine and a magical coffee thermos
Mhm.
and some snacks.
What is the coffee? Is the coffee thing actually in the like? If I
It
search
is in
for
D&D
it?
Beyond, yeah.
Yeah.
It is,
What is it called?
The,
It's the-
bottle of boundless coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, I'm just
Strixhaven thing.
adding that to my-
Okay,
Yes,
so if I'm
just
getting rid of
average.
one of those bottles a piece, I still have 3 in my inventory for the after party.
I love it.
Nice.
I also still have a bottle of lightning.
Oh, I forgot you had that.
Oh,
No, I have 2 of those. Sorry.
Those you
Oh,
stole from.
I put
Indolin.
everything in my inventory, friends. So I don't
That's
forget
what I
this
could
is why I
do.
don't forget a damn
Can
thing.
I sell those fire opals and we can split up? We can split that up amongst the group.
we got a lot of money though already.
I know, but they're 2,000
Oh,
gold
then yeah, then
pieces.
yeah.
I could
Yeah,
give
you-
everyone
any-
500.
Yeah, any gems or anything like that, if you guys just want to like.
The
convert
500
into
you said?
500.
money.
Yeah, add another 500.
That seems
everybody.
like normal adventurer economy to me. I don't really.
Yeah.
I'm not
I've
gonna
come
make you
up-
guys go to the roleplay going to the bank.
That's 100 gold in the green for me for the other spell scrolls I'm gonna make during my downtime.
Okay.
Um,
So everybody's got
I would
their stuff.
also, if we're talking about an after party, I would like to remind anybody who has the pouch of euphoric herbs from the beginning of Strixhaven that those are still a thing that we had. I think there were-
Hey.
I
got
think there's 3 of
drugs.
those. And I also got given drugs when I was a crow. And I have a pouch of hallucinogenic mushrooms.
I literally have
from-
pouch of drugs in my inventory still.
Me too.
have euphoric
Oh,
herbs and
drugs,
pouch of
guys.
hallucinogenic mushrooms
Mm-hmm.
that I got from delivering Law's letter to
To the
the king.
And he
That and
said,
my
what do I
infinite
pay a
can-
bird in? Drugs.
What do I pay a bird in?
in,
Drugs.
in my infinite wisdom, because I did not expect a bird to be delivering a
Drugs?
message to King Frog. I was like, drugs seems right.
Drugs?
I also have my
Right.
infinite candy bag, so I pour some
Yeah.
of that into the care packages too.
It's a bunch
So
of
cute.
candy. Tiny pouch of drugs.
Dude, this is the care packages that my friends and I would make for each other in
Right? Or you
college.
just, like,
Let's
yeah.
be
hide-
perfectly
Like,
honest.
hide just like a little bit of weed in there somewhere.
Exactly.
My dad once
This-
sent me a care package at camp. It was just a hollowed out book.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think hallucinogen. I don't think like mushrooms and weed and shit is banned in this universe. I think that's normal to have.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, look, it
It
grows.
would have to be
in the earth.
banned in like every plane of existence.
Yeah, that'd be
crazy.
And so
Yeah.
like
Like, look, If it
Or else they
grows
would
from
just
the-
be
if it-
functioning like the
yeah.
United States functions.
If it grows from the earth, it's not treated. That's just a plant, and
Yeah.
you just happen to smoke it, and
It's a
it gives
plant.
you feelings. You know, that's all it is.
Listen, as long
There
as
you
you're not
go.
being irresponsible, nobody gives a shit. Like,
Yeah.
you can literally summon fire from your bare hands and throw it at people. Like, just don't
And
get high and fly a broom. Like,
Yeah.
come
And
on.
Yeah.
Faye is an alchemist and is definitely making everybody just some like fucked up
Oh,
potions and
yeah,
stuff.
you guys haven't
Yeah,
really
you know.
talked to Faye since you got back. Faye is working with Grayson and has like a whole economy set up on
Yeah.
fucking
Nice.
campus.
I'm certain Faye has 100% started some kind of drug economy. Like,
It's happened. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it's true. Anything else in between exams? That's very sweet. Everybody gets a little package from Law.
And 500 gold.
And 500 gold from
just
Giselle.
throw 5 and then Giselle gives us money.
Law, you're like trying to leave the package sneakily at Giselle's door, and she's like opens it and sees you there, and you hand her the box, and she just hands you 500 gold and slams the door in your face. I don't mean to roleplay
Exactly.
for you, but that's
Exactly
what was going
how
on.
that
that's
goes.
fair.
Yeah,
that's
Exactly
fair.
how that
about
goes.
Yeah.
Because she definitely heard you coming,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
clank ass artificer. All right, what else?
I think I'm gonna do my thing after the exam. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else in between?
was it for
All
me, I
right.
think.
Now that we're back at it and we remember how the rules work, let's study for your second exam,
oh boy,
magical osteology.
that's a
I'm
word.
sorry.
A
That's
study
word.
of the bones of magical creatures and how their structures influence the magic they wield.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
This is the bone. This is a bone game. We're playing bone game.
it is bones.
Magical osteology. I had to look up the
Okay.
word osteology, but
That's,
I
a,
like
that's
it.
an SAT word.
It's fun to say. It's the study of bones, baby.
I would like, as part of our studying process, to get a hold of a skeleton, and then I'd like to use sleight of hand to very carefully assemble the skeleton so that all my friends can look at it and everything.
Oh, you're gonna build a model.
Yeah,
But
I'm
out
going
of
to
real
build like a
bones.
full, but out of real bones.
Okay. I don't see why you couldn't do that.
Can
I was
I
assuming you guys are
Hop
group
on
studying
the
again.
Giselle train for the group study.
Okay.
And can I go to the bog and find said skeleton?
Ooh,
Do a survival check for
For said bones.
said bones as
Then
my
Giselle puts them
study
together.
attempt.
Yeah.
And Giselle puts them together when I find all the bones. And that can be our study.
Yeah, if you
Love
guys are good
this.
with that.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's have are we all participating in group study?
Yes.
Okay.
What? Oh,
Let's do these
think
first.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Unless
these are
you're-
with advantage. Since
Unless you're
it's group
directly
study.
participating in the bog bones.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
not.
bones?
No, I'm
Are you
not,
coming
no.
to the bog to do
I'm not coming to the bog.
Drugs,
No.
bog
Drugs,
boots, drugs.
I know Giselle wasn't gonna go to the bog to find the bones.
Oh,
but
hell no.
Soraya went to go find the bones of said creature.
Bog
In the
bones
bog.
was my nickname in college. Yes, these are both with advantage.
Yeah, it was.
Giselle for sleight of hand, Sereia for survival. It just feels like something I would be called. Is bog bones.
Bog bones.
I kind of
mean,
like it.
It's not
I
wrong.
kind of like it. What happens if your bones get a little moldy? Why do I feel like we have had this exact conversation?
I feel like
don't
we've
know.
had this conversation.
With your
before.
joint
We've had
problems, though, I could
Every
definitely
exact
see.
conversation.
I know when I had. I'll tell you guys about it later. I did have this exact conversation with our friends Haley and Cass the other day about moldy bones.
36.
That's enough.
I got a 27.
Also enough. All right, so you guys both have a reroll. Soraya comes back from the bog, which you haven't been to the bog in a while.
It's
Do
so
you like
long.
you
She's
go
so
and hang
excited.
out? and-
Ribbons.
Yeah, she spends her time. Like Giselle's calling her on her playing her cell phone and being like, "Where the fuck are you?" Because she's been there for
in
hours.
the bog for 2 days. I will say the bog, it's still a bog, but for Soraya's viewpoint, it's way nicer than it was when Murgaxor was doing all of his bullshit. It's a
There's
regular
more like
bog now.
wildlife
Regular
and
bog,
it's less
regular bog.
spooky.
Yeah, it's been
and
been over 2 years. The bog is healing.
crickets chirping.
It's much better now. There's birds around and snakes and stuff.
Yeah, she's making friends with animals and finding bones. She like casts a speak with animals to like find
Hey, did any of your friends die recently? And can I have their bones?
Yes, that's what happens. She respectfully
Come
You know?
on, I'm gonna have to cast prestidigitation like 40 times all over the skeleton before I put it together.
So if you're looking for the bones of like specifically a magical creature, what kind, you guys don't have to pull specifically from like the manual or anything, but like,
Go find that Hydra!
I was gonna say, what kind of bones are we pulling out of
we
the bog?
fought several things in the bog. And it's
Yeah.
been 2 years. So I know it takes the things a long time to decay in the bog, but I feel like she could bring back the corpse of the Hydra we killed, or
Yeah,
the corpse of the, like, what else did we fight? Not in the bog.
I was gonna say it won't fit in the dorm, but you guys are in Damian's mansion, so
I think there were some giant scorpions, but they don't have bones.
they don't have bones, they have exoskeleton.
Exoskeleton.
So yeah, she's hauling back the.
Get a partial Hydra skeleton, enough where you get
Yeah.
like all the major structures.
Oh, like like a cross-sectioned half.
Yeah.
Like one side of the Hydra for
Cool.
funsies.
Nice,
And now
yeah.
Damian's got a
Like the
fun
Natural
piece
History
to put
Museum.
above his mantle.
I now have a giant, dinosaur bones inside of my. I like tell when you see guys are done, it's like, yeah, you can just put that in the dinosaur wing, and he says it all casually, like he's
There's a
always been
dinosaur.
there. There's a dinosaur wing.
Doesn't
I
this
was-
stuff get thrown out once the thing goes away?
Only the stuff that is added later on. So anything that was created by me in the mansion, that
So the
disappears.
bones are gonna get thrown
They're
out.
gonna get thrown out afterwards. Yes.
But-
Okay.
Oh, theory. The pub that crawls does have a museum wing
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
because it had a tank in it.
We
That
can
Law
leave the bones with
used
them.
for something.
I think I used some of it to make Dutch.
I think that's what it was actually. Dutch is
Mhm.
a former tank. Okay. I thought this would be the quick one, but turns out bones are fun and interesting.
Bones are fun.
Bones are fun.
Okay, so
Bones.
you guys both succeed on the study of the Hydra skeleton, putting together the Hydra skeleton. Law and Damian, what are the two of you doing?
Okay, so when we are studying all together the mansion, Damian pulls out the lyre and he sings a song straight up Animaniac style, describing how the bones work and connected in the body.
Oh, so
and that's
like
how I
the-
would like do my studying.
Head bones connected to
Yeah.
the neck,
Neck
bone.
bone.
He does that, like he goes full out like Animaniacs level song of talking about
Oh, he gives us a mnemonic device.
Yeah.
I love it.
Except
what I
it's
do.
about a lot of magical creatures. So
Yeah.
there's some weird words in there, but he makes it work.
the bones. And there's like a one point where Damian is like, and the third. The big one is connected to the small one.
And
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta remember that one's the big one.
Yeah.
What are you rolling?
I'm rolling performance.
Of course you are. Go ahead with advantage.
That is a 34.
That's enough.
No, 33.
Not quite. No, just kidding.
Okay.
No, that's enough for sure. Damian creates actually a really, really helpful and fun mnemonic device for all you guys as you're going over the skeleton that Giselle and Sereia have put together.
I still sing for my multiplication tables.
Oh.
Come on now. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Come on. Come on.
I
just
love
learned
those.
those bad boys.
I sing the
27,
I 100% sing the nations of the world to myself.
I
Help.
do the now the sun's a hot star, Mercury's hot too from Blue's Clues to remember the order of the planets.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Venus
cute.
is the brightest planet, and Earth's home to me and you. Mars is the red one, and Jupiter is most wide. Saturn's got those icy rings. Uranus spins on its side.
The
Neptune's
sun
really
is a
windy.
mass of incandescent
It's a
gas.
gas.
And Pluto's really small. And we want to name the planets, and now we've made. I have a song for igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks too, but we'll get to that later as Law has to contribute to the studying.
Yes. So this actually connects really closely with Law's thesis. Is like magical biology and skeletal structures and that kind of stuff. So I'd like to have Law essentially as part of the studying, once they bring the bones in, before Damian mounts one on the mantle, essentially like reconstructing the skeleton with like, reinforcing maybe like with some like doing some tinkering to like build the skeleton so we all see like the full like display, and so it's easier to study when it's like laid out like a 3-dimensional space.
Okay.
So could I
Like a
do
Mr.
like
Goodbody?
yeah could I do like a tinkering check?
Yeah, I don't see why not. That seems right to me.
Tinkering with intelligence, tinkering with
We'll We'll say intelligence, I think, because you're not only like doing the physical tinkering, but most of it is about like getting the structures actually correct so they're helpful.
Cool.
And apparently you're really pissed at me about the last exam.
No, I'm not. That was me personifying my character.
I keyed.
That's a 26.
It's 26. That is enough. So everybody gets a free reroll on the exam unless you're cheating.
It depends on when I get the piece of paper and I go, oh shit.
So Professor Lang, Ferelda Lang, our lovely Witherbloom professor, who is Sereia's advisor, I believe, is proctoring this exam. This is her class that she's been teaching, so you guys will sit with her. She knows you well. All right, magical osteology, bones, magical creatures.
So fitting that I'm throwing a giant snake currently.
For this exam,
ASMR.
you don't know the DC. These are going to be a medicine check and a nature check.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
I'm
Okay.
one of those.
I can only do one of those.
Cheating is still going to be a
Cheating.
deception and a sleight of hand where you cannot use the rerolls.
Oh, God.
Why would you not cheat if you're super good at it? Like,
I'm cheating. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know what? We can use deception for this.
Deception and
it will
sleight
be
of hand.
deception and sleight of hand as opposed to medicine and nature, but you cannot use a reroll, and if you fail on one of them, you get caught. There is no second.
Okay.
And you can't cheat on one and do the other one honest.
No,
It's
you either
cheating
have
plus
to
one.
do it honest or you have to cheat.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
right.
yeah, I didn't cheat the first time, so I have to go through this one normally, right?
No, this is a separate exam.
New test.
Oh, no, I meant on
we're
the
saying
two
on the
two
rolls,
different
yeah.
rolls.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
either have to
You
do
know
the
what?
two cheating rolls or the two.
I'm gonna cheat.
You're gonna cheat? Damian's
I'm gonna cheat.
cheating?
Because
Wow.
look, Damian was up all night working on the song that he forgot to study like too much for himself. So yeah, you
Just
know
as
that's
the song. Oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of sweet, actually.
Does everyone who cheats have to drop their alignment by one factor?
No,
every time
it's
they
a
cheat?
it's a test in school. No, you don't. You can cheat. It's fine. Most education systems are bullshit. I could have taken testing out completely because I don't really believe in like testing and scores and stuff, but like the mechanics really fun,
is
and I
really
like
fun.
to
It's
do
kind of
it.
fun.
It
Yeah,
is
it's
very
kind of
fun.
Yeah, it is.
And
All right.
look,
All right.
this would be something that I should be really good at, but I've only got a +5 to medicine and nature, so.
Yeah, my medicine is +5 and my nature's +2.
Alright.
So.
+1 and
Because
+3.
I chose my
nature-
proficiencies in
No.
animal handling and survival instead.
My deception's
Nature, I have a
+9.
+11, but
Okay.
medicine, I have a 0.
All right.
You only need one pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Giselle and Damian are cheating. Sereia and Law are.
I'm gonna
Going
do it
for
honest,
it.
I guess. Hopefully these
Alright.
pass.
So I need you guys to. So Law and Sereia, you have one reroll each that you can use. Damian and Giselle, you do not. So I need a medicine check and a sleight of. No, we'll do deception first. Deception from the cheaters.
Okay. Ooh. That is a 20 for me.
Fuck.
22. And just to be safe, I'm going to use one of my talisman uses. So I think just in the middle of test is like, come on. Oh, okay. So 22 +3, 25.
Damian, you got a 20?
I rolled a 2, so I would like to use my reroll.
Okay, go ahead.
It can't get much worse than that.
You really can.
It can, though.
It could.
Not much.
Twice as worse and fast.
Okay. That's a 16 + 5. 21.
21.
Law?
I rolled
Worth
a
it.
1.
Okay.
Use your
Which-
reroll.
Means
It's a
I
skill
got
check.
a 1.
It's not an auto fail.
Yeah.
I'm just debating, do I save my rerolls to just try to pass the exam?
Or do you try to ace it?
Or do I try to ace it?
That's up to you.
Is there a mechanical penalty?
Well, it doesn't matter.
to-
You can use your reroll right now.
If you fail the test, you have to go through mandated tutoring.
Yeah.
No, I meant like between passing and acing.
No, it's just feeling good about yourself.
Okay, because I'm thinking I'd rather just focus on passing the second half of the exam, and because even if I re-roll this, I'd rather have the re-roll on the second one because I roll abysmally on that.
So
one
you're
too.
doing exams like I play Gwent.
Yeah,
Just absolutely tanking around, so I know I can win the other ones.
yeah. That's kind of where I'm at right now. It's like,
Oh
well, it
my
just
God,
gets to the
Gwent.
medicine, like medical part, and it's like, just puts a
Not
big X
happening.
through that question and moves on to the
You're
next
just going
page.
A B C D A B C D.
Yeah.
And moves on to the essay question
Okay.
and aces it.
You want to take? What's your total?
1.
Oh, your total.
My total is 1.
Okay.
That's why it's not worth me doing the reroll, because even if I do that, I feel like it's just not.
That's fair. Okay.
Very fair.
So once again, we're in descending order. Giselle 25, Sereia 21, Damian 20, Law and 1. This is the same order as last time. I don't know how you guys keep doing this, but it's statistically fascinating to me. And if anybody out there is good at math, I would love to know what the odds are of that happening.
I used to be good at probability. I am not anymore.
I used to be
I'm-
dope at probability.
I'm
Yeah.
so shit at it.
That used to be
I
my
took
shit
stats,
in
I
academic
hated it,
bullshit.
and I'm
Cool.
done.
I can't do probability. I can't do stats. I couldn't do. I was shit at geometry. I was like algebra and like calculus and stuff like that. I could do all day. I can't do that weird shit.
Yeah, I
There
used
are
to have
too
a lot
many
of
variables.
probability.
Plus, I was shit at geometry because I have no spatial awareness.
Yeah.
But there were people that were better at it, so I focused on the lit stuff and all the mythology questions in
There you
academic
go.
bowl in high school. So
There you go.
that was my niche.
The second roll, if you are cheating, is sleight of hand. If you are taking the test normally, it is nature.
Okay.
You okay, buddy?
I rolled twice as well.
Good. That's a two.
Okay. Well, what's twice as
Twice as good as one is 2.
That's a 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna reroll.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna flash a genius.
Okay.
So that's a 17. I'm gonna bump that up to a 23.
Okay. So I'll say 23. Damian?
21.
1. Sereia?
Muted.
Sorry, I thought I unmuted. I must have clicked it twice. Dirty 20.
20. Giselle?
On an 11/29.
9. Alright, these are the only ones that are not in descending order. So with how do I make this the most dramatic as possible? I'll do Sereia and Damian because you guys both rolled a 21 and a 20. No, you'll go last. Because those are the lowest numbers. Giselle with a 25 and a 29 aces the test. Law with a 1 and a 23 passes the test. Sereia and Damian with a 21 and a 20 and a 20 and 21 pass the test.
Oh God.
Was it
No.
20?
Yes, pass the test. It was 21.
Whoa, God!
Woof.
Oh fuck.
This is senior year shit, and you guys have been gone for 2 years, baby.
Fuck me.
I rolled a
Fuck.
16 on my insight check.
Look, if you need me to
Oh,
like...
do I need to lie?
Oh, yeah.
Up to
Hold
you.
on.
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
use
lie.
a flash of genius to get a 22.
22. Damian, are you trying to hide the fact that you cheated from your friends?
16, 26.
What is this, an insight?
Yeah,
insight,
he's gonna keep it. He's gonna try his best.
Okay. I'm gonna say Damian just because of your. I was gonna say that my brain was like proclivities, and I was like, no, not that one. Just because of the general way that Damian handles things is good at. You can do deception or performance.
Okay, I'm gonna do deception. And that's a 28.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
I don't think I can do. I don't even think. I don't think I know that Damian cheated. Let me see.
Damian, do you want to see if you know that Giselle cheated?
Yeah, sure.
I only got a 15. Nope. I don't know.
No. Soraya?
20,
My
22.
highest possible that I could get, I don't think I'd be able to see either of them.
Okay.
Right?
Do
Wait,
it
what
any-
did Giselle
Do it
get?
anyway, though.
26.
Yeah, there's no way. I have a +5 to insight, even if I crit. I get a
Do it
25.
anyway, though.
No, you don't have to. That was a boy.
I know I can't. The only way
I
I
have,
can.
So,
I have 2 more
I-
flashes of genius.
So the
Oh, well, I got it. Okay, so I got
you
an
no,
18.
you cannot use Flash of Genius on this because you don't
Okay.
know that you're rolling for this.
Yeah.
No.
I
You
got
don't know.
how-
You don't know that you're trying. Flash of Genius is something you have to actively decide to do.
It just says when you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or saving throw, you can use your reaction
Okay,
to add your intelligence
I'll give you this.
modifier.
You can use it on someone else. You can't use it on yourself.
Okay, now I'll use it on Sereia.
Okay.
So I got a 23 then.
Okay.
Plus what?
+6.
6.
Okay, so I got a 29.
What did you guys roll on deception?
I got a 26.
Let me see.
I got a 23 on my deception.
Okay. Soraya
20
knows that
yeah,
you
23,
guys
yeah.
cheated.
Soraya ain't no rat.
So nothing comes of it.
Nothing comes from this, okay?
Which is
Soraya
exactly
won't say shit.
what I thought would happen, and I was just trying to streamline the process. But
I'm just gonna
Val
roll
is
for
in
Dutch
fucking
real quick.
arguing mood today.
Val is feeling spicy,
That was
That's got a
feeling
17.
punchy today.
but Soraya ain't no rat.
Soraya's not a rat. Does Soraya tell
Tell you
law?
the fuck. Nope.
Soraya ain't
Absolutely
snitching.
not. Look, I grew up in Chicago. I'm not a
Mhm.
fucking rat, and none of my characters will ever be either.
So
Val
law,
and Sereia are breaking up.
law, you don't
Fine.
know. Damian and Giselle, you
This
don't
kind
know
of
that the
loyalty
other
you
one
can't
cheated.
buy.
Nope.
But Soraya knows that you
Giselle-
both cheated.
Giselle feels bad. She authentically studied her ass off
These
and
are
then
the
got
two
handed
professors
an
you
exam.
really like too.
Yes, and got handed an exam and went, fuck me. Shit.
Listen,
So-
Raya will
sometimes it
look
happens.
at both of you at some point after we're leaving the exam and just give you like a
Damien just does when because when Damien does when Soraya does this, Damien just looks at Soraya and just goes,
she's like
just so subtle, just goes.
so yeah, you all pass the exam and Giselle aces it. Well done. Well done. Well, I think we deserve a break.
Yeah.
Giselle
It's
just
about
goes
break
up to the side of Soraya and it's like, please don't tell anybody. I freaked out. Okay, just don't tell anyone, please.
Never.
Go.
I mean, about what? You want to go get a coffee?
Yes.
You don't have to go get a coffee.
We have coffee.
You have endless coffee.
well, did I bring it with me? Can I add
Uh,
oat milk? You know what I mean?
That's
Like
up to you. I
that's at
think.
home.
Yeah.
We got oat milk at home.
Yeah, we got oat milk at home.
You guys go
We
to the
can make a
cafe,
coffee. Yeah.
have a
We can-
coffee.
Yeah.
Have one of those pepper sandwiches.
One of the pepper
Mhm.
sandwich, dragon pepper sandwiches, which
Nice
still sound
avocado
really
I
toast.
need to make that in
good.
real life. I'm gonna figure out what's
Seriously.
in that, and I'm gonna figure
Oh my
out
I'll
how to
god,
send
make
I
that
you-
for
want
us.
so bad.
God,
I'll
yeah.
send you the
will-
blurb.
Yeah, send me the blurb, and I will
Yes,
make the
I
sandwich
want
in
one.
real life, and I will figure
looks
out a
so
way.
tasty.
I
There's
will,
a
I will
coffee
workshop the
shop.
recipe.
There's a coffee shop here that does this sandwich that is like it's focaccia, it's soft focaccia bread, like seasoned, and it's got chicken and bacon and a whole egg, and then it's got red pepper sauce on it,
Oh.
and it's
Oh.
so fucking good. And that's what I imagine in my brain every time.
That sounds so
Is that
goddamn
combination.
good.
I'll find the actual blurb in the book because Strixhaven
Okay.
has them, and I will send it to you because it sounds good as hell. But because we're all apparently hungry, let's take a quick break before we come back and get back to it. So thanks everybody for hanging out with us so far. We will be back in just a quick few minutes. And we're gonna do a couple of little scenes, and I think we're gonna get into our next adventure. So stick around, because you are not gonna want to miss this one. And welcome back, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us during our break. We are refreshed and ready to continue. So exams passed, midterms through. You guys all had a couple of projects. I know, Law, you had a project that you were going to be working on.
Mhm.
And we're going to talk very briefly about, remind everybody what your thesis projects are and see how they're evolving. so far. So let's start with let's just Law, you wanted to make some scrolls.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Super easy. I just wanted to know, I wanted to make some haste scrolls for myself.
Alrighty. So that will be, what did we say? That's an uncommon item?
It's an uncommon item, so I can make them quarter of the normal time with half as much of the usual gold.
Okay. So had a table. I'm looking for it. To create a spell scroll, blah blah blah. Okay, so the time is spell level times 2 plus 1, and then there's a gold cost for that. So what level are these? Did you say? I'm sorry.
Third
level. Okay, so times 2 plus 1, 7 days, 300 gold.
Oh geez. Okay.
For the base cost.
So that's the base. So for me, it would take a quarter of the time.
We'll say
so it's like one and
like a
something.
day and a half.
Okay. And then half as much gold, so 250. Or you said 300
No,
gold?
150.
150.
So 1.5 and 1.5.
Okay. How much time do we have? How many can I make?
I'll say it's been, so we're just past midterm, so that would have been 6 weeks into the semester. So the rest of the semester is going to be 6 weeks, and you're going to fill that with whatever adventure Tom Bodette has next for you, and also finals. So how much time do you want to spend? I don't feel like that's up to me.
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends on like when he comes to us and like, hey, you know, here's your next adventure. Could I make 4 of them?
Okay, so 3, 4, so 6 days. Take like a week. Make 4 of them. Sure thing.
So that would be
600 gold.
Okay. I'll take that. I will add those to my inventory. And the only other thing I'm doing, I guess it's just nobody else. So Law was holding on to the dwarven plate. I initially planned on taking armor master. I decided to scrap that because it would have taken like all my attunement slots and everything to like make that build work. Does anybody else want the dwarven plate before I do something?
Is it full armor or half?
It's full. It's heavy armor.
Okay, no, I can't use it.
Okay. Then I'm going to also spend a little bit of time retrofitting that for Dutch. You're muted if you're talking.
Sorry, I was just kind of muttering to myself. Okay, so Law, you spend a few days, we said 6, so most of a week working on these scrolls of haste. Is there anything else anybody wants to do in particular?
Well, it's kind of two-part because I know I want to talk to the folks in the performance guild, in the LARP group.
LARPers, yeah.
And I also want to talk to my academic advisor.
Okay. Let's do the LARP real quick, and then go from there. I have a quick scene for Giselle. Also, but we talked about it. Yeah, so you go hunt down. At this point, I think Rosie is pretty much running the live action role playing guild. So easy enough. You find her again, Rosie. Halfling, long braided red hair, freckles, very excited about LARPing and sports. Yeah, you approach her.
Damian walks, like sees Rosie from afar, and he's about to walk. He stops. Goes, hold up. Okay, cool. You can do the same. You can do the same. You're cool. And he like snaps fingers and he starts walking up to Rosie. He goes, "Hey, Rosie!" And he walks into a fence and walks around it. "Hey, Rosie, you got a minute?"
Oh, hey, Damian. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, I was wondering something. I have this really dope idea for a final project, and if you guys would like, maybe see if I can work on getting some extra credit from it, if you help me out with it, I'd really like your help.
What did you have in mind?
Okay, so picture this.
Picturing.
Okay, picture this. And he waves his hand, and you see a minor illusion springs up, like between in front of them. And what you see is this square center in this image, and around it is surrounded by all like these chairs with people in them cheering. And on each of these corners of this mat, you see 4 posts tied together by rope. Okay, picture this. Us doing a performance for millions of people, well, just the student body, but everyone in the school, where it is a story telling the history of a forgotten prince, while also presenting the drama and the life that he lived, while also incorporating combat. But not normal combat where people really get hurt, but staged combat, we write out the matches and everything,
Yeah, I'm
that kind of stuff.
familiar. I'm familiar.
Yeah, so it would just be this really cool performance of, like a stunt spectacular.
Okay. But you want to build like like an arena.
Right, yeah. I'm gonna see if I can talk to Law, see if they can like, maybe get some like special effects stuff with it, maybe get some like fireworks to go off, like get some like the ground shaking and everything when people hit it, to really add into it, get some practical effects going, but
yeah,
that's the plan. But I need
love it.
people. Oh, great. I just really need people who are ready to, fight.
I think we got a few of those.
Awesome, cool. Maybe we can, hang out one day and talk about it, and get like a burger or something.
Yeah, totally. You know what you do? Sort of like write me up a little outline, kind of like what you need from people, and like talk to everybody and sort of see who's up for it.
Oh, great. Thanks. This is gonna be so awesome. And he like pulls out notebook and like scribbles all of this down and he puts it away. Great. I gotta go talk to my advisor about this too, because this is gonna be my final.
Yeah, we'll touch base next week.
Yeah. How are you doing, by the way? Because it's been a while since I saw you.
I'm good. I'm running the live action role playing guild now, so that's pretty fun. Still refereeing, still umpiring with the mage tower and everything, so that's been fun too. Yeah, it's busy, but good.
Yeah, cool. Maybe not just talking about final project stuff. Maybe we can also catch up on what you've been doing over this burger.
Yeah, I mean, sure, if you're interested.
Well, I mean, I am. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cool. All right. I gotta go. Catch you later. All right. And he turns around and he runs off, hits that same fence again. The fence, and he walks around and heads off.
Okay. Put a pin in Burger Day with Rosie. Anybody else got any scenes they want to do?
I think I'm just checking in on the 24/7 study abroad party here and there, but that's just popping through the
They're having
portal.
a grand old time.
Yeah, just
Hopping
making sure.
back and forth.
Yeah, not too much shit's broken,
They're trying
Making
to be
sure-
respectful of your space.
Good.
So.
Good.
Yeah, the occasional cracked mirror every now and then, but you can fix that.
Easy.
Anything else?
So Sereia wants to check in with Winna and Gran to make sure everything's good in both places.
Okay.
Because once upon a time, someone was trying to murder our family, and Just wants to make sure there are no more weird attempts on
We
like
did say that was
Graham's
a
life.
problem for future Sereia, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just wants to make sure that, nothing shady's happened. No weird people live, made attempts on Grand's life or looked for her or,
Okay.
so she's like the aging matriarch of a family. They've killed all other people.
Yeah, that is fair.
Besides Sereia. Just wants to make sure things are good on that front.
Yeah, I think you call Winna. Winna picks up after a bit. I think everything there with her is pretty much the same. She gives you, sort of some updates about your your creature friends, the ones that you were particularly emotionally invested in, but otherwise, everything's fine. She asks when you're coming to visit.
When I've graduated.
I'm not sure that she likes that answer, but
Things
she
are.
It
accepts it.
explains like the situation with like having to go on these like adventures to get credit for the 2.5 years that they were gone for, and doesn't know when she's going to be leaving, so can't really plan a trip currently. So she explains it in less Sereia terms and more practical terms because she's learning.
She'll accept that for now. Your gran, when you call the first time, doesn't answer.
She tries again the next day. Or actually, no, she'll try. Oh God, I've got to open the Google Doc to call the her assistant, the halfling that doesn't love Sereia but puts up with
What was
Sereia.
that fool's name? Hold on.
His name was, I opened it,
Have it in here.
Percy Whisperfoot,
Proceed.
the Vale executive assistant.
You call Percy.
I call Percy.
Percy does answer. Yes.
Hi, Percy. Sereia, is everything okay with Graham?
Oh. It's you. Yes, everything's fine. She's very busy.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure everything was good.
Yes.
Since I disappeared for 2.5 years.
Yes,
Again?
and right after we had just rekindled your marriage proposal, no doubt.
No.
Are you planning on showing up again, or should I break the disappointing news to your grandmother?
I don't foresee any circumstances in which I will have to leave this plane anytime soon.
Wonderful.
I don't know if you meant anything else by that question, but I will not be leaving the plane anytime soon that I know of.
I imagine your fiancé is going to show up again for an update, so if you have one, by all means.
My update is I am on this plane again.
Excellent. I will make sure he's aware.
Okay, well, give Erin my best, and tell Gran I love her.
I will. Hurry back and visit us soon.
I'll get right on that. Bye.
You just hangs up.
Sereia has a much better relationship with his husband, the cook.
This guy
This guy hates Sereia, but his husband
hates
loves
Sereia.
her. She was dirty all the time when she was a kid, and he doesn't like dirty kids.
It's
But
one of those
who
things where,
does?
as an adult, you'll probably have a much better relationship with him. But he currently puts up with you for his husband, and because his
Who
job
thinks she's
depends on it.
endearing. Yeah, his job depends on it, and his husband finds her endearing.
It's Percy, everybody.
And that's it. She just wanted to make sure nobody'd been trying to kill Gran.
No, she's still alive. She's just busy.
Because she'll go take
you
care of it.
Met your alleged fiance and then disappeared off the face of the earth for 2 years.
Again. Like this happened 7 years ago. It happened
It's gonna
again.
happen He's like, well, at least it wasn't
The
7 years
way
this time.
she ghosts this man.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see if he gives up. I don't
Spend a
remember his name, but I
token,
know it started with an E.
Can I spend a token?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Wow.
Anything else?
Are we gonna talk to advisors potentially?
Yeah, if you want to. I was
Yeah.
gonna say everybody's got their sort of thesis that they pitched. If you want to speak to your advisor, sort of check in with how that's going, we could definitely do that. Not required.
It doesn't have
but-
to be a scene necessarily, but I think just sort of checking in. So you know that my thesis is this business that I'm running. Just making sure I can still get, credit for that.
Yeah, I think that's what we should nail down again who everybody's advisors are, because you guys would both have.
Yeah.
You and Damian would have the Prismari professor,
Yeah.
who is. I know I have that name somewhere. Is it Rose? Is it the Rose stage one? Let me find. Oh, not you. You. No, that's the sports. Is it the fashion show? I'm gonna find it. I played this game for a long ass time.
I know. I could look. I might have them written down in our notes
think
for
they're
when you were
written down
talking about the
somewhere in the
advisors.
chat
I might
also.
have it in the notes.
That would be cool.
One of
It's
the painting,
not-
probably.
that's the masquerade. We want.
No, I just wrote down my advisor. Sorry, guys. I did not keep track of yours.
No,
That's
yeah,
fair.
but
Nerds.
It is. It's
Nerds.
Professor Mira Therosis. This is
Therosis?
an elven person who's generally sort of. They were there, sort of supervising the whole fashion show thing that we did. You guys remember when we did a fashion show?
Oh yes.
That was sort of their area of expertise. So that's your. I had posted the art as being that one professor from Winx Club that I really like. You guys know what I'm talking
I'm
about?
sorry.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
There's a lot of professors in Wings Club.
Professor Palladium. Hold on.
I think I remember which one she is.
Extremely non-binary energy.
Oh
Nice.
yes, I remember him. Yeah.
Elven, long blonde hair,
yeah.
cravat.
That is
generally.
hardcore non-binary energy they are presenting.
I watched Winx Club a lot. So there you have it. Yes, so Professor Therosis will be Damian and Giselle's advisor. Sereia is Professor Lang. Law is yours is yes, so yeah, Giselle, you approach Professor Therosis. I think it's very like it is very supportive. It's just like, I guess like the arts take on many forms, and who are we if not to well, our sort of number one thing is to sell ourselves, as it were, so I can't see a problem.
Wonderful. It's a selling of services. There is a lot to dance and exploring, creative and artistic and cultural pursuits throughout the study abroad process. It's just making that accessible for people and,
Culture, my dear.
absolutely.
All right. Well, good talk, I suppose. Get me a business plan.
Oh,
Oh, you have that. Well, all right. I tell you what, I'll look it over before our next meeting.
perfect. Thank you. Oh, and here is a it's 20% off your first booking.
So, thank you.
No,
I will
thank
be
you.
your first customer.
Oh, I've had several already.
Well, I mean, you know.
Of course, of course. Okay, see you later. Bye bye.
Yes. Damien.
I think
Damien's
it's like,
sitting outside.
yeah, like Davies is sitting outside, like swinging his legs back and forth in the chair. Oh, hey.
I'll warm them up for you. Go for it.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
He pops out of the chair.
Come in, darling.
Boom, walks into the room. Professor,
Student.
I present to you my final thesis plan.
All right, let's hear it.
Waves his hand, and he does the same presentation he did for Rosie. And what I will be doing, I will be using an adaptation of the memoirs of the prince of a prince from a pretty much from a time that is pretty much forgotten to the world. And this is like prime, research knowledge. And I not only would like to do this, performance for my final project, but I would like to donate the journal to the school.
I see. Well, that's very kind, altruistic of you. I'm sure that Tom, is it that's running the archive now?
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be more than thrilled to hear.
Oh,
so.
great.
It sounds like a pretty incredible story.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, need a good enough, large enough place to hold like all of this.
I don't see why the Rose stage wouldn't work. It's worked for the theater group for quite a long time. The only other thing I can think is bigger is going to be Aerojaunt Field, but you'd have to talk to the Mage Tower team about using the sporting facilities. It is more of an arena, whereas the Rhodes stage is more of a thrust, so I suppose that's up to you.
I think I really want the arena effect. I'm gonna talk to them later on.
I would just talk to the Mage Tower team, see what they think. In fact, you might find some that are perfectly willing to participate, if you can get them to pull their punches.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, the people we already got are pretty rough and tumble. I think they'll be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to them. Thanks again, Professor.
Of course. Keep me updated.
Will do.
Business plan doesn't really work for you. I would love a diagram of how you're going to work this whole... You understand. Go on. Go to class. Right. Or whatever it is you're doing.
He heads off.
Sits back and watches his 5th soap opera of the day or something. I don't know what this fool does. What do actors do when they're not acting?
He has an endless decanter of mimosa.
He's just hanging out.
Mimosa.
Drinking a mimosa, watching the 6th episode of Days of Our Magic Lives.
Days of, like the
Wait, is it just
Brave and the
Passions, the
Beholden.
magic one?
Yeah.
Brave and the Beholden,
I don't know if Passions
Yeah.
is on anymore though.
I don't know either.
It's
It's
just a
Charmed.
magical world. We can do it.
Watching Charmed.
He's just Professor
Just
Throws.
watching
They're
Charmed.
just watching Charmed.
He's
Perfect.
definitely on his like 15th rewatch of the series.
Yeah, it's his comfort show.
Isn't that everyone's?
I should really rewatch that. It's been a long ass time.
Same. You want to rewatch it together? We'll have like an
Yes.
assignment of like 2 episodes a week.
I do want to do
Start
that.
from the beginning.
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
Deal.
Everyone's welcome to play along. With Law and or Sereia, would you like to talk to your advisors? Or do you have anything to talk to them about? The answer can be no. It's perfectly fine.
I feel like no.
Although I did like tweak my thesis statement that I said at the beginning when we came up with theses. Just a slight bit, but it's the same general idea.
Okay.
But so no, not really like, I don't think there's anything that needs to be vibed out. It
Just some
seems
general updates.
Yeah. Just goes into a meeting, has some general updates on it. It stayed the same. She just tweaked it a little bit to focus on like fire and planar medicine,
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, Professor Lang, all for it. She's very into the sort of independent study and like critical thinking and independence and stuff. So, yeah, if you don't need her, she'll be there. With
Yeah.
you.
She's just focusing hard on the medicinal properties of fire and loving the rabbit hole is taking her down.
I can only imagine.
What?
Law?
President Pyro?
At least she's channeling it.
I'm trying to remember. Before we went off on our last adventure, Law had a conversation with their father, which seemed to go well.
Well, yeah.
So
you guys did your
not
whole.
in-
Oh God, there's a cat in here. I'm sorry. You guys did your whole demonstration. He was like, "All right, I'd kind of get it, I guess."
Mhm.
Can I say hi?
I don't think. I mean, unless Grimmett has any specific insight or like any direction. I mean, Law is essentially still working on perfecting Dutch's design for their Dutch's kind of law is like walking thesis.
Pretty
So
much, yeah.
it's kind of a work in progress. But I think it's kind of hit like, actually, yeah, maybe a bit of a conversation with Skirmit would be good.
Okay.
Yeah, I can think of something Law might want to talk to them about.
Professor Skirmit has the other endless decanter of mimosas.
If not, just have a scene with Skirmit for a minute. Professor, do you have a second?
Did I have an appointment?
I think. Oh, I forgot to actually make an appointment. Do I need to make an appointment? Should I come back?
I'm 2 mimosas in, but if that's okay with you, it's okay with me.
I sort of assume you always are 2 mimosas in.
That's sort of my waking state. Come on, sit down.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
My clock stopped working 274 years ago, and I never changed it.
Law goes in and sits down. Says, we're back. I hope everything is going well with you.
Oh, everything's pretty much the same. I'm over 900 years old and still teaching somehow. I'm having a great time.
And also running the biggest fraternity on campus, so.
Oh, that's less of a job, more of a hobby.
I hope I'm as spry as you when I get that old.
No one will be unless you've come across some magics that I don't know about. But, you can dream.
Well, speaking of magics I don't know about, so I had a kind of a question for you. I submitted my thesis proposal last time. I don't know if you had a chance to look it over.
I did, yes. Where did I put that? Digs through a couple of drawers. Oh, yes. All right. You have updates? You have changes? What brings you to me today? Do you want a mimosa?
Sure.
All right. If anybody asks, it's orange juice. It's good for your bones.
Thank
And
you.
scurvy.
Yeah, is scurvy still a thing?
He spent 50 years on a ship. You don't know.
I don't know.
You probably did.
Anyway,
That's canon now. Skirmit was a pirate.
we're all adults here. Anyway, so yes, updates, changes. What have you got for me?
So I'm kind of. I feel like I've hit a bit of a roadblock with my designs. I mean, I'm
Okay.
making small improvements into the framework and sort of general durability of the construct, but I'm really find myself in sort of a creative rut with it. I don't know. I submitted my proposal based on my last schematics for my automaton, and I just don't find that I don't know what else to do. If you think this is enough for me to sort of pass based on this, or
I mean, I think you've got enough here that you could make it work if all you're after is a passing grade, but I imagine you're going to want a bit more than that, if I'm sort of been reading the room correctly for the last couple of years.
I don't want to get too much into like family stuff, but I feel like if I have to do something exceptional, or else this won't be. Anybody can make an automaton. But,
I don't know that that's true.
I appreciate that. That just seems like I don't know how to make this sort of revolutionary, or if I'm going down the wrong track, if I need to redo my entire proposal. I'm not really sure if maybe I've redone everything, like maybe this isn't the right way to go and I need to restructure my entire thought process. And I just find myself sort of spinning my wheels and kind of panicking at the fact that we're now in our last year, and I find myself sort of having to rush to get all this done. I thought there was plenty of time, and now we're at the severe lack of that.
We always think we have more time than we do. All right, I tell you what. Why are you doing this project? What is it about this project that speaks to you? I don't want to know about your family. I don't want to know about your grades. What is it about this that makes you want to do it?
I mean, initially, it came from a desire to protect people, make something that would make people safer.
Okay. Is what you've built fulfilling that need?
Mostly.
Mostly. What's
we've
it
we've had some field practice.
Good.
And,
It's good for you.
it's been helpful.
Okay, tell me this. Start here. What does it do well?
Takes a hit, so somebody else doesn't have to. It's easy to reconstruct after the fact. Dutch has gone down a lot. It's very easy to rebuild. The modular nature of the automaton was something I've really wanted to emphasize, and the durability and ease to reconstruct afterwards. So I think that's been a success. But even with that, there's been some close calls with people getting in a lot of danger, even with having him around. And I saw there was this other construct that we encountered on our last mission, and it was amazing, existing for like thousands of years without degrading in any way, much more primitive in like construction with materials and stuff, more akin to like a golem than an automaton. But it just got me thinking that I don't know if what I'm making would stand that test of time, or be able to protect people like that.
Then I think you have your next objective. It works well in the short term. How do you make it last? I don't know that I have the answer to that, but I think you might find one.
That's sort of the point, is that I kind of have to figure that out, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're stuck with this old man. So.
Okay. That's what I'll focus on this next semester, finding a way to make something more long-lasting.
Right. What's gonna hold up against the hits you want it to hold up against? Be rebuildable. Easy enough that most people could do it if they needed to. But isn't gonna deteriorate over time. I think there's your problem.
Okay.
And you're smart enough to figure that out. Obviously, I could
no.
just tell you, but that wouldn't be any fun. And then what would you be paying tuition for?
So you do know. You're just not going to tell me. You're going to
I
do it.
will never tell you whether I know or not. That's for me to know and you to get out, because it's almost time to transition from mimosas into beer.
You're a little bit of an asshole, Professor Scrimmett, but I love that about you.
Nah, I don't think so. Anyway, my office hours were over 20 minutes ago, so...
Right, I'll get out. Sorry.
Do you have any
you.
more questions, really?
No, that's everything I needed. Thank you. It got me thinking. Maybe that'll help me get out of this rut.
Try it. If it doesn't work, come back, we'll try a new approach.
Okay.
And don't worry about the office hours. I'm always sort of hanging out around here somewhere.
I'll remember that. I kind of get the feeling we're about to leave for a while, so maybe
It
after.
wouldn't surprise me. Hey, you know what? Go get him, champ.
Thanks, boss.
He puts his beer hat on. Sits back.
Law will leave.
He's a pretty good advisor, I'm just saying.
Yes.
Anything else?
I'm inspired, and I'm not in college.
So sometimes you just gotta talk it out. Any other scenes anybody wants to do?
No, but I already have my wish for the end of session.
We'll get there. I had joked with Sid a little bit that I thought maybe Quintilius was gonna have some questions for Giselle, but just I don't know.
Okay, now I'm even more scared.
I don't know.
Okay. So we all pass our exams, right? We go out, have meetings with our advisors.
So party time.
So it's party time.
Law comes to everyone with tickets that they found to a
Bound.
extraplanar event that they're pretty sure is not run by Fae. To a essentially it's like an event, like almost like a battle between machines, like vehicles, and big creatures, like big monsters and stuff. They're calling it a monster truck rally. And
Okay.
tells everyone that they want
The
to
natural versus the mechanical.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Damian is already in on it. He wants to go yesterday.
You guys go to a monster truck rally. I'm not gonna
great.
spend 20 minutes narrating a monster truck rally.
That's fine. I completely just threw this at you.
But yeah.
But afterwards, we can go to the bar on campus,
Yeah.
all high on monster truck rally fumes.
Damian walks into the bar, has a T-shirt that has an like he bought at a souvenir stand that has his name on it, his airbrush picture of himself on it.
Riding inside of a monster truck with a giant thumbs up.
Mhm. He also got one of those big gigantic foam cowboy hats.
Okay. We can do this. I'll put Sid through a little bit of torture.
I've been like prepping for the torture, and then you were like, nah, and I'm like, but that's
And then the rest of us
more
were like,
torture.
well, let's go to a place and buy some shots. Yeah, Sereia brings over like grounds of shots, and like we've all passed our exams. We know we're probably gonna head out soon. Like
everybody's
plying
here.
everyone with some libations.
You're being clear with them that like, hey, yeah, we have to actually like go out and do this stuff that the archivist wants us to do, and everybody's
we're
kind
gonna
of
see him tomorrow, so we're gonna bring everybody out to the bar and hang out. And
everybody's warming back up, right? Rosie and Greta are there. Quintilius and Candoris are there. I'm sure there's other. Grayson is there. But, you know, the group.
Yeah, the gang.
the squad.
The squad.
Yeah.
The squad and all their costume changes and their different hairstyles because it's years in the future.
Of course.
The Shippuden.
Yeah, and I think as everybody's sort of enjoying themselves and is kind of like settled into like, okay, we're hanging out, we're talking, you know, like stuff like that. I do think Giselle, you hear kind of a
Oh, hey, Q.
is it Quintilius holding two drinks, one of them it's I don't know, a particular cocktail that like Giselle likes.
One with like 18 million things hanging out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Bloody Mary with the entire cheeseburger on top. Like,
yeah. Thank you.
It's been a while, so I thought cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. Just sit there, looks at Sereia. Like, I'm gonna go and get some, cheese poppers. Sereia, I'm gonna need some extra hands holding these cheese poppers.
I will totally help you carry the cheese poppers, but I probably shouldn't carry more than
Sereia's drunk as hell.
2.
She looks at her hands. 1, 2, 2.
It looks like we may need 2 more hands to carry more cheese poppers.
Are we going somewhere? Are we not going to watch this train wreck?
Grabs Law by the scruff.
Law just walks.
Wait, I wanted to watch.
we have to carry cheese poppers.
But like
Awesome.
also shoots Giselle a look like, you just give me the girl signal and I'll come rescue you.
So they haven't changed much.
Not really.
Well, I suppose it's up to you whether or not that's a good or bad thing.
There's been a lot of change, you know?
Yeah. Kind of points to the very visible necklace. That's new.
Yeah, I sort of was contacted by an archfey.
Wow.
Yeah, it was an interesting experience, but he's been really great. Like the magic is super cool, and yeah, it's been educational.
Well, I'm impressed, but I can't say I'm surprised.
Why's that?
You just always... I don't know, you just always struck me as the type that were on to greater things. It doesn't surprise me that somebody would notice.
It's very nice of you to say.
Well, it's just true.
He is sort of the Lord of Chaos, so I think it's less about greater things and more that I am incapable of keeping my mouth shut, you know?
Another one of your more interesting qualities.
It is nice to, you know, allow it to help me sometimes as opposed to just get me in all sorts of trouble. So, you know.
I'm really glad you're doing well. It was weird when you all just sort of up and left.
It really wasn't by choice, you know?
No,
It was actually really kind of scary to come back and realize how much time had passed, you know?
Yeah, I actually wanted to apologize. I know when you all came back, it was sort of weird and awkward, and we were dealing with a lot, and spent 2 years thinking you were dead and grieving that. But when you came back, it was weird, and we were weird, and it was a weird situation, and I don't know that we handled it the best. So, yeah, I'm sorry, and we do really want you to feel welcomed back.
We do. Again, yeah, it's been weird. Yeah, you know, you think people you care about are disappeared or gone or not coming back, and then they just sort of appear. I can understand how that would be confusing.
You go on a date with a girl, and then she disappears for 2 years.
Those two things are not in any way correlated. I just
know.
need to make sure that I say that very clearly and put that out there.
I'm joking.
Okay.
I know. I don't think that our short time dating was so bad that you literally left this plane of existence for 2 years. I don't think
No.
if that were true, I would survive it. To be honest, I think my head would explode.
No. In fact, it was one of many reasons why being stuck in a time warp was pretty rough. You know?
Only imagine. Anyway, I really just wanted to say, no hard feelings.
No hard feelings.
And I'm off the market anyway, so.
Oh. Oh, you and right. You make a very good, cute couple.
I think so. No hard feelings?
No, no. We're friends first and foremost. It's nice to see you happy.
Over summer break, I did meet a couple of very attractive forest spirits that, if you're interested.
Ugh, with my thesis going on and my dachi and everything else I'm dealing with.
I'm sorry, you're what?
I'm a duchess now?
Did I say I was off the market? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Of course you are. Of course
It's
you
a
are.
very long story. And that had nothing to do with the archfey. That was I ran into a prince and I had to help him like set fire to some towers with some like flying reindeer like
I'm
trying to
going
attack
get us
him.
2 more drinks.
Right. Yeah, it's a long one anyway.
I am really glad you're back. And please, by all means, tell me what happened. I think you guys sit and have a really nice talk.
I think she leaves a little wistfully, but she's happy. He's happy.
He's happy you're alive.
This is also
And
fair.
the offer stands. There's some wonderful wood nymphs. Just saying.
No, she's going after some fae. She's
Yeah, she's got her eyes set on a different. Okay. Resolved. I'll stop torturing you.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Laws created essentially a super soaker filled with some sort of alcoholic beverage that
Jungle
they are
juice.
that they are now going around the bar with, and just like, Cadoris, duck, and just shoots him straight in the mouth with.
You say duck and Ghidorah soap in his mouth. He's stupid.
There's like black
And
music,
gay.
Sarai's dancing in the bar, taking shots, passing out shots. But like by shots, she means like holding a bottle of Coyote Ugly style, dumping it into people's mouths.
Yeah, like Damian is definitely
this
like,
this has become like this has become a Coyote Ugly style celebration.
Oh, it's
This-
getting nasty in here.
this is because this is our last like party before we have to go on an adventure, so we're going hard.
We're going mad hard.
Damian is like
There's
laying
karaoke going on in the
Damian's
corner.
laying
There's
on
no
the bar
karaoke here.
when
We don't know.
When Sereia's pouring, Damian's laying on the bar and getting the liquid poured into his mouth.
Y'all get drunk.
Wrong.
And I think a really good time. Everybody, this time I think everybody is more relaxed. Everybody has sort of gotten used to like, okay, like you guys are gonna be in and out, and that's sort of how we're gonna function. But everybody's really happy to see you. Everybody's really happy you're okay. And now they're sort of primed and ready to hear all about your adventures. Now that the status quo sort of has changed and has established itself a little bit.
There was a swarming horde of zombie skeletons, and they
There were
were
two-
everywhere.
2 tiger men. And Damian and I
Well,
were
now
going
you're
to
just
die.
making things up.
No,
I
there were
slept through
two
the
tiger
whole
men.
thing.
Let me tell you the best part. It was the best part. We were just walking along, and we walked on the back, and there was a giant turtle and little tiny people on the back of the giant turtle.
They were so
They
cute.
were so cute.
They were so cute. I miss them so. Can we go back and see them?
Hey, hold on, and he makes a minor illusion to make a chewing, so they all see what the chewingus look like.
Sarai cries.
I do
I
miss those
them
little guys.
so much.
Yeah.
All right. The next day, you're summoned. Hungover. There's
Yeah.
magic for that. You know.
We have endless coffee.
Yeah.
You do have the bottle of some
And
coffee.
we need it.
Sereia wakes up, hair is messy, just sunglasses on, sundress only on. Like it's just like carrying the bottle.
Damien
Linked
shows
arms with
up.
Giselle.
Like he shows up. He's just wearing like athletic shorts, a Strixhaven t-shirt, and like sandals, and just holding the decanter just like close to his chest. It's like he meets up with the rest of them.
Giselle only speaks and growls and hisses for the first 20 minutes until she gets a couple cups of coffee.
Soraya's got the coffee in one hand, linked arms in the other, and her and Giselle are like taking bites out of like a loaf of bread. Who knows where
Just
it
bread.
came from, but just carbs, just bread, nothing else on it. Just a hangover.
Mm.
Max.
Hungover. I'm sure there's spells you can do to sort of
Oh, for
at least
sure.
mitigate the
Yeah.
effects. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But Sereia
wasn't
like
fun waking up. Waking up wasn't
yeah,
fun today.
no. Sereia remembers halfway through this like walk of death that like, oh, I can cast Lesser Restoration. Would that fix this? And
All right.
and then on hangovers,
Pew, pew,
all
pew,
of
pew.
them.
The
And then all of a sudden you
hangovers-
feel so much better.
hangovers fade under Soraya's not so gentle touch, I think.
It's a smack on the
Just a
forehead.
slap
Just
hard.
a whap.
Soraya's pop, pop, pop. And everybody feels a little better. As you head to your meeting with everybody's favorite Biblioplex archivist, Tom Baudet. Don't like this music. I'm putting it back on yellow. It needs to be chill in here. We're having a chill day. So yeah, you make your way up to Tom Baudet's office. Anything you want to do on the way there, or we're all good? We're all good. Okay. So yeah, you make your way up into the Biblioplex, up into the archive office, where Tom Baudet, the big construct again on wheels, greets you. Oh, good morning, everyone. So glad to see you here and in middling spirits.
Something like that.
We had a rager yesterday.
Were
I
there
see.
always two of you?
I'm alive.
Well, I hope you all had a good time. But we have a visitor who I would like you all to meet. He comes here from, well, very far away, on orders from the Summer Queen, in fact. So I hope you will all, well, be very excited to meet him.
Oh,
Summer Queen?
Yes. Of Sealy
That
Court.
hot dragon.
I'll fetch him. Be right back.
whoa, wow! I
Tom
didn't-
Baudet rolls out of the room.
She screams.
Oh my god. Is this
And
Sir Talavar?
a couple
Sir
minutes
Tal-
later, Tom Baudet rolls back in, starts to give an introduction of you to his guest, a small purple fairy dragon with an impressive mustache
Mustache.
and a small sword belted around his waist. Sir Talvar makes his way into Tom Baudet's office, sort of talking to Tom very vaguely. Yes, I'm hoping this. Oh my!
Damien looks at Sir Talavar, goes, Sir Talavar,
Well,
son of a bitch. And he walks up and does like a handshake to Sir Talavar.
his hands are so small.
But,
He's so
but,
small.
but you see, like, when the camera zooms in, you see Sir Talavar's arm is super jacked.
He's
and everything.
so jacked, and he has a huge mustache, and he's just sort of like hovering, and he kind of perches on the edge of Tom Baudet's desk. Well, in all my years, I did not know if I would ever see you all again, and yet here you are in front of me. I am so pleased.
Giselle,
How are you?
She puts her arm out.
will you pinch me?
Pinches.
Pinch.
Okay, I'm awake. I just wanted to make sure.
I have come to your plane seeking aid on the orders of my queen, and I believe I have, in fact, found it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, we're always down to help out. Well, Well, we're definitely down to help out because it's kind of part of our, final project. But no, we're really down to help out, especially a friend.
What can we do for you?
I'm afraid I come with rather grim news. From the Sword Coast, in particular. There were some strange phenomenons happening along that route, and so my queen, he does like a bow every time he mentions her. My queen, the summer queen, sent me to investigate, and I'm afraid I come now to your plane seeking aid for these people. The Fae are, well, struggling in their attempts to help. Something awful is happening on the Sword Coast, Faerun. I know some of you are familiar with the area. What a plague of sorts, or a disease, or something. Some kind of infection. It's... Well, to be quite frank, it's ravaging the entire coast, and the villages are ill-equipped to handle it. There's something quite magical going on, and I'm afraid we need some intervention.
So it's a sickness, but a magical one?
I think so. All of my contacts on the coast and any village healers or anything like that have been unsuccessful in even keeping it at bay, let alone curing it. Fey magics have helped some, but ultimately, it's not working.
What are the symptoms?
Well,
Sereia is awake. Oh,
it seems to be some sort of fungus, some sort of spore,
A
maybe.
fungal infection? Is it infecting only humans or all living life?
Now that's the thing. Humanoids of your sort, so humans, elves, or the bipedals, as it were, as well as the beasts of the material plane are suffering. We've seen wolves, deer, even bears, and that was, I don't know, at my size, I know you understand that a bear alone is very frightening, let
No,
alone a
bears
bear
are
that's
bears are terrifying.
suffering from some sort of
No, I think
terrible...
they're nice.
No, but they can be scary too, though.
Yes, but I'm the size of
I've
food
never
for
met
a
a mean
bear.
one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Anyway, and it also affects food and stores somehow. Any food that's exposed to it seems to, well, struggle and then rot after a few days. We're not entirely sure how it's passing, but I imagined you might know more than me.
That's very interesting. Just kind of like leans over to Damian. It's like, it's affecting humanoids and also wildlife and also crops. Is it all plant life or just crop, like just food?
Seems to be just plant life in general, although food seems to spoil much faster.
That seems kind of targeted, right?
Yeah, like they're trying to
Intentional?
they're trying to get people out.
Very interesting.
she's like deep in writing notes now. All of a sudden, Sereia's like becomes like so weirdly focused for her.
What sort of magics? You said some fae magics were able to help, like maybe like stop it a little bit or something.
Anything that sort of tries to rid us or prevent disease seems to slow the progress a bit, but ultimately nothing seems to be stopping it. And we are not widespread enough on the material plane to even be close to taking care of all of these villages.
So we can't relocate people.
We've
Well, an
tried
infection
everything
like
we
that
can think
will
of.
just
and
spread.
Yeah.
That's why I come to you.
Well, as
Man.
Witchlight Monarch, I am happy to pledge any resources that my kingdom can spare towards ending this blight.
Slowly looks over at Law, like
the two people
you.
who hold actual titles in Faerun.
Is there any other information I can give? Anything that would help? I've seen a bit up close.
What happens to the people, or I sort of get the plant life, but the beasts and the people that are infected? What happens to them?
Well, it's not pleasant. After, well, we're not entirely sure after how long, but they fall ill, mostly with a fever. It seems very standard at first, except for the fact that it is very quick to come on. And then after a couple of days, they start to, well, for lack of a better term, sprout.
Wait, sprout?
And that's why we know it is some sort of fungus. These mushrooms, these growths. It's very unpleasant.
Is it always out of the same part of the body?
No, it's all over.
So they just grow mushrooms all over their body?
Yes. So and then it
We know how it's transmitted.
Mm-hmm.
Just deep in notes.
not entirely sure.
So you don't know if
not,
it's bloodborne, airborne, touch. Okay.
No
Just
idea.
writing
We
notes.
don't know what the incubation period is. After the mushrooms appear, that takes a couple of days, and then a couple more days, and they start to. I don't really know how to explain it, but it seems like they're losing themselves, like they're losing their autonomy. They just start to wander and mutter, and no one's survived 7 days. On the 7th day, they generally reduced to a puddle of ooze.
Oh.
But it's the muttering that gets us the most, and that's why I've come to Tom here, hoping that maybe someone will recognize what's going on. They lose themselves, and then eventually they become focused on the same word over and over. I believe it's Xanthoria.
Warrior.
And so that's why I've come here. And from the desk, Tom Baudet produces a book. I think I have found a good starting point for you. Hopefully this will help. And lays down, sort of on the desk in front of all of you, a massive tome. I mean, like maybe a foot tall. Huge. The covers of the book are this leather that is covered with this like white aged lichen, and there's sort of like a little bit of moss that is kind of like grown over it. The pages are like old and kind of vaguely damp and like swollen, but Tom Baudet kind of pushes some of the like lichen and moss away, and you can see just scrawled on the cover in somebody's handwriting is the word Xanthoria. And that's where we're gonna end our session for today. That's gonna do it, because we are coming up very close on time. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us and stuff today. Let's go around real quick and we'll wrap up and we'll do stars and wishes. And I'll post a picture of the book.
Well, I've got my star wish locked and loaded.
Do it.
Okay. My star is going to go to Damian / Wally, because tonight I finally realized, I put it in chat, that I feel like before, so like Damian came into this like fresh out surviving in the Feywild. It seemed like that seemed to be like his little backstory. Like he just like popped in, became friends with us. And like I feel like that was Damian in fight or flight mode. And I feel like now after, and then we just like we went to a carnival. We became friends. We did a couple things that were sketchy and scary, and then we went to a carnival, which was supposed to be chill, and we got transported to the Feywild, and then and we did a bunch of things. There was supposed to be it was supposed to be a chill time, and it was also fucking scary and wild. And I feel like now we are getting to finally see Damian take a second to breathe and like really find himself and be who Damian actually is outside of I just have to survive.
Yeah,
And-
that's tracks, yeah.
And I love that transition from like I do these things because I have to into I do this because I want to, and it inspires me and it makes me feel good, and this is who I want to be going forward into adulthood. And you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I've been loving it. I've been loving like watching Damian kind of like transform from being like punchy monk into like at the beginning of this into like this like really inspirational, fun bardic character who's like finding himself and he's finding beauty in everything. And I love it. So I love all of the insights into that. And it makes me happy every time I get to see that. And my wish is a real out there, it's like left field bullshit. I've decided that since we made Winna and Scrimmit exes, or they had like a fling once upon a time, before this ends and we do sunset for these characters, I want a scene of some sort or a position, whether it's graduation that we can put them in where they like reconnect. These
You want to
two.
parent trap them?
I want a parent trap. Scrimmit and Winna.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
You know what I mean? Like they were
100%.
young, they were ready for the relationship, but they're perfect for each other now. These two old curmudgeon-y weirdos, one who lives on an island all by herself with a bunch of magical animals, and this man who's just been like hanging out at this magic college forever, but is also so fed up with the bullshit. Like I feel like they were perfect for each other now in their lives. And I want to parent trip Winna and Scrimmit. So before this ends and we say goodbye to all these characters and wonderful NPCs that we've all created, I think that I want to parent trap. I want to parent trap everyone's grandpa and Winna. And that's my wish.
I can date myself.
Again, you don't have to like role play out the whole thing because that's obnoxious, but putting them in a situation where you watch them walk off together, like in a Clueless, the two teachers on a bench having coffee together where we know what happens afterwards when they fall in love situation would be perfect for me, and that would make my heart happy.
Okay. Noted.
That's it.
Who else?
I'll go. My star, it's actually it's actually 2 stars. There is going for one is going to Law and one is going to Giselle. And it's kind of like when you have those moments where you have like where you realize, oh, these aren't just characters, these are actual real, like these are people who have like the highs and the lows and the insecurities. And seeing Law's like insecurity in their like creation was really dope. And then seeing them like kind of like reconstructualizing their overall goal when Scrimmix acts like, hey, so why do you really want to do this? That was really cool. And it's kind of like showing also how Law has changed from the start to this point. And that was really cool to see. And also it was a heart-wrenching moment. It was a very heart-wrenching, but it was a real moment. That was like a very real, because you never think, yeah, they went on an adventure for like a long time. What about the people in their lives who knew them? And, you kind of want to see that. And that was like a very like real moment. And I really like, as bittersweet as that was, I really like that scene. My wish though. My wish,
We're always so excited to get to the stars, and then we're like, fuck, I gotta wish.
Because the way this sounds like this is going, like, I definitely want us to fight a giant horde of whatever this out there. Because I am hoping we find some shambled mounds or something, or some giant spookies. Because we find a giant undead skeleton. I would like, maybe like a nice little tank from like, Left 4 Dead kind of style, like that kind of stuff. Maybe I want to see something like that. Just saying. But yeah, that's me.
Thanks, Wally.
My wish
Who else?
is a tank.
Yes.
What is a tank?
What is a tank? On that note, I guess I can go. Oh, buddy. My star is gonna go to Sereia, aka Rachel. I love every little touch of Sereia that we get. There's the big moments. There's the little touches of roleplay here and there that I very much always appreciate from Rach. So that's all. That's pretty consistent. Yeah, I've missed playing this game. My wish. I mean, now that Q is off the market.
Sorry, he found a gay
Giselle,
elf boy that was also left behind.
I know. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can't argue with that.
They were always meant to be together.
Yeah, they really
Yeah.
were. But yeah, I mean, she's got her sights set on a Lord of Chaos, but I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah, she's
Oh, well, hell yes. Set those
Yes.
sights high,
Yes, you
girl.
high, girl.
she's
Get 'em.
She's out there looking. We'll see what happens.
I'd love to know your
So-
thoughts, because I have some thoughts as well.
Okay. We shall exchange thoughts.
I have some thoughts.
Okay. We shall exchange those thoughts. But
Indeed.
that's me.
Who hasn't gone?
That's me.
Now, bring us
God,
home.
there's so many stars I give to this. This is such a good role play session. It's been a while since we've had just like a pure RP session. I mean, first star goes to everyone for putting up with me getting very aggro about the testing. And again, I told everybody at the break, I was very much in character. I'm not actually angry about any of it. It means nothing to me personally.
Or
it was very
chat, we
fun.
love each other and we talk about these things. No one's
Yes.
angry. No one's
Occasionally,
angry.
I just like going on a tirade and seeing how chat reacts.
Every
just
once in a
had-
while,
they
Val
just
has a lot
love
of caffeine and
drama.
likes
They
to be
just had
loud.
an
Yeah.
Aaron Hansen moment. That's it.
Val's just drama chaos 24/7, if
Yeah,
you know them
I
in
do
real
like
life.
drama. And it's been a while since I've gotten to play a character that got to go full drama. So
No one's stopping you.
next campaign, faux show. But
Again,
I mean, my real
I have some
start.
thoughts.
I think my like.
We're all gonna be enemies that have to come together. And we
Yeah.
all hate each other.
Yeah, we've been so
Except Sid
wholesome
and
in
I,
this
who are
game.
exes, because we already decided this, and we love each other, and everybody else is my enemy. I'm just kidding, sorry.
I think how wholesome this game would be. It'd be very funny to start the next game, be like, we all fucking hate each other. We have to work.
It's kind of funny.
of.
That would be an interesting start.
But I have to give a star to Van for the bringing the testing back and
It's my favorite Strixhaven mechanic.
I love it so much.
It's so
I
simple,
love
but like
this
it's
shit.
really good.
It was very fun, and then to indulge all the role play stuff and the scene with Scrimmet, because that was totally like I have nothing. I was like, and then I had this like small moment. I was like, it really came from like the mechanics of my class and realizing like I don't have anything else to do with Dutch. Really, Dutch doesn't get anything else for the rest of my levels, and thinking about like integrating that with like role play and stuff. So I thought about kind of just throwing that on you, and you knocked it out of the park.
Well,
Really
I'll tell you
appreciate
this: Scrimmet, not the drunk party boy Scrimmet, but the part of Scrimmet that does have legitimately good advice and his like his approach to, well, hey, like I probably don't have the answer you're looking for, but I can ask the questions that I think will help you find it. My grandpa was like that.
Yeah.
Very much. And so there's a little bit of him
that
in
was
Scrimmit.
mine.
He wasn't as much of a party boy.
Mine was.
But he loved his whiskey and he loved those fucking peppermint sticks from Cracker Barrel. So Scrimmit likes those too. Yeah. That's how my grandpa was. So I'm passing it on as best I can.
Yeah, my grandpa would have told me to
Suck it up.
tough it up, suck it up.
Stand up straight.
So
Learn to fly a
stand up
plane or
straight,
get out.
some exercise, and everything would be fine. So yeah.
My grandpa was very much that energy of like, what do you think the problem is?
Yeah. My dad, on the other hand, totally likes Scrimmit. That's how my dad's gonna be when he's 90.
Can't wait for your dad to be 90.
The my wish is I gotta echo Wally's wish of like some zombie shit would be super fun. Dealing with a
Promised
zombie
zombies.
horde is gonna be very fun. So I'm excited for that.
I'll
That's
buy
me.
it. Thanks, everybody. All right, we are over time, so we gotta go. But thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. Social links are in... Excuse me. I have the hiccups a little bit from talking so much today. Social links are in the chat. They're also... I just pointed at the chat like everyone can see it. Chat, you see? Right there. And then also below our faces, subscribe to our YouTube. Come hang out with us tomorrow. We're playing Scum and Villainy, same time. 8 o'clock Eastern time. Val is running it. I'll be there. Rachel will be there. Sita will be there. It's bound to be full of chaos and hot
And
stupid
sexy.
princes.
Probably
And
the
flirting.
best
Sexy good
NPC.
time.
And flirting.
Maybe
It's
the
a
best
sexy good
NPC
time.
I've ever created.
It's gonna be a great time coming out with this.
If he
and
doesn't show
then-
up in every game you ever run, you failed.
And then throughout the week, we'll be live on Saturday again. I think. I don't know what day it
Yes.
is. We'll let you know.
We might be down in RJ, but we will be.
Yeah, we'll
there.
be hanging out on Saturday, and then coming out with us in the Discord. Talk to us about the shows. I love to hear your theories and your NPC names. A lot of you out there in the chat named these NPCs that keep fucking showing back up. So come hang out. I'll remind everybody that Professor Scrimmit was in fact a chat NPC.
That was G, right?
That was our wonderful beloved friend G Master out in the chat.
And he's
so
everybody's grandpa.
thanks for that. Scrimmit's everybody's grandpa now. You done good. You continue to do good. We're gonna get out of here. Some of us have got to work early tomorrow. Love you. Can't wait to see you all next week. Join us tomorrow. Join us Saturday and all of that good stuff. We will be back to play this game for a brand new zombie adventure in 1 week. And until then, good game and good night, Internet.